right. Here we are. Let's see. Did this work? Man, we have been getting like really consistent with these first tries. So I'm gonna do my typical thing of sharing this around and going to the Discord server for you guys. I will catch you guys in just a minute. Oh. Let me turn on chat on my side of my screen here. What's up, Reggie? What's up, Courier? What's up, Vilox? What's up, Tuesday? What's up, Fado? What's up, Demonic Piggy? Welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Welcome. So, pinging me in the main chat, by the way. Why are the commands called clanker commands? Awesome. Okay. Here we go. Got so many more things I've got to do for the server. Like updates and shit. Okay. There we go. And get the Discord server for you guys. More Heavenly Tower because these floors are peak. How many more sub-chapters till you get to UL? Not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so there it is. There's the Discord server. Pin that real quick. Oh, and look, the long-awaited intro is out for good. So, welcome, guys, to the Battle Cats. So, release the Pulsar file. There's no such thing as Pulsar files. So, today is going to be more of a chill, relaxing kind of stream. We'll do Heavenly Tower again in the future stream. But I have a bigger thing I've got to do today. And, okay, I just got to go to my channel real quick and go to my community post. Also, why do I have a store? Ew. I'm not going to sell anything. What the fuck? 4K subs, you're about to hit 5K. Yeah, because 3 weeks ago, I promised you guys, hey, for a video, I was going to make y'all a Q&A. And then I got lazy and didn't do that. So I was like, man, I don't have the motivation for this. I have 120 questions I got to answer. Actually, let me look at if this changed since then. 119. Okay, so it's basically that. And I'm like, you know what would actually be a good idea? I'm not really bad about my streams. What if I took a time where I'm doing something not that enjoyable in Battle Cats, and I took that and did like my Q&A on that? So that's what we're kind of doing today. Is I'll be answering 119 questions as Underground Labyrinth? Probably not. Underground Labyrinth kind of sucks. I am not planning to beat SOL this stream. But what I am going to do, also first off, Gamatoto. Welcome, Gamatoto. Do you got anything for me today? 1 cat food and 18,000 experience. Wow. Not even a super rare cat's eye. Jerk. Also, we have a rare ticket today that we can roll on any of these things if you guys would like to. Big Ball and Gamatoto, my goat. He is such a goat. We got Red Busters, Air Busters, and Metal Busters. You got like 1 ticket I got like earlier today opening up capsules. So, which by the way, I actually am on I am on my computer, so I can actually do a poll for you guys for this one. So, does it really matter what I get? Not necessarily, because realistically, all I need is ramen or rocker or whatever the fuck. But it's whatever. We could roll one of these things. I just gotta make sure my stream is gonna pull up on my computer again. There we go. Let's see. What banner did we do today? And this will be red, air, and metal. And I think the poll should be out now. We're going to roll this 1 rare ticket. We're not going to do the 3 capsule draw. I swear if you get Cosmo, I'm going to crash out. Well, if I get Cosmo, that is something against Angels that I'll get again, I think. So, let's see. Here we are. I completely forgot where my thing was. Okay, let's see. All right, so it looks like we'll do another 10 seconds on this, maybe. It's looking like actually really close between red and air, actually. Ever heard of Dave and Bambi? I may need a reminder about that. We need a 5K Q&A after this because you're like 50 something subs away. Probably not a 5K Q&A, but maybe something else. I'm not entirely sure. We have to. I will end the poll now. It was 35% red and 45% air, if I was not mistaken on that. There it is, yeah. It was 45% air, 36% red, 19% metal. Okay. So, we're going to roll air busters. What kind of Ubers can I even get here? Fair amount, too. All right. Come on, game. I would love myself a rocker or an Uber. Give me it, please. Okay, Fencer. You know what? You're not bad. Welcome, Kitty Liberty. Another one of those things. That'd be helpful for Cats of the Cosmos that I've been putting off for so long. Everyone channel your energy through the screen. It's cool. Fencer's good because I still have yet to do a lot of Cats of the Cosmos because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been putting off Cats of the Cosmos for a very, very long time. And I'm still gonna do it. I'm waiting till Treasure Festival to actually go back into this and grind this because I don't want to get. I really realistically only need the 5 alien treasures, but let me guess. Air is a gotcha that grants anti-floating Ubers. Wow, really? Fencer's like AK DPS at level 30, insanely good. Ooh, that's cool. All right, so what we're gonna do actually today's stream. Oh, we have do we have anything interesting today? I don't think I remember seeing anything interesting there. There's Clay and L again. Bad to worse. I still have to finish that one. I've got 8 hours on that one. Technical Spring. Okay, so literally nothing important. I'm not playing Underground Labyrinth because it's just not fun. I tried it out earlier. It was not fun in the slightest. So what I might do today is, because I have a 120 question to answer, and I don't want to properly think about this game while I'm doing that. What I want to do is I'm going to go back to the earlier SOLs, and I want to do some of the crowns on SOL, like up this early thing. Or just literally anything. I'm just going to do, like, basically, like, plan is getting 3 crown on all of these, with, just answering some of the, questions I got in the Q&A, community post along the way. That's basically it. Good luck with that. So, what do we have first, speaking of which? How far did we even get? Okay, so, see a tuna 4 crown. Did I... What is this again? That. We might just stick to doing 3 crowns, so that way I can use all my units, so... Area 22 is literally going to take 1 attempt per level. But also I want to save that for a different stream, because there's probably going to be more on there that I'm doing. Let's see, Milky Tunnel, Fluffy Dark Weapon. Okay, this is all pretty much stuff I can do. Oh yeah, that's right, this is also the one with this, so I'm going to build our just generalist loadout, and then we'll run along some questions here. Take all these off. Prickly Field. Oh yeah, we're going to just make our general loadout here. Take you out. Take you out. Courier Can Housewife, Isun Bahamut, Tanjiro. Probably Manic Island as well. Manic Island and Manic Macho Legs, probably. Pizza oh yeah, right, Pizza could be true. Could be good here too. We'll replace Manic Island for Pizza, for like just generally like more ranged attackers. Pizza the Goat, I agree. Alright, so ideally what we do is after every one of the stages we do, I'll answer a question pretty much from the thingy. Which, by the way, it is about 3 weeks ago. If you scroll down on the community post, you still have a chance to ask those kind of questions as well. When is Cats of the Cosmos 3 stream? Probably when we get a 24-hour, probably tomorrow, actually, because we get 24-hour Cats of the Cosmos. So, all right. So, I'm going to go ahead and let me just sort this by the... There's top, and then I could do newest. All right. So, we're going to answer... Actually, we're going to answer this by top, because I don't think... I want to answer it by oldest, because, also, I finally caught a stream. One of the Ubers would be me. When is Nekaluka gotcha? I have no idea. All right, so The first question I'm going to be answering today is by lagging to victory, or just lagging himself. And he asks 20 questions. Are you fucking serious? Okay. I don't know if I'm going to answer all 20 of them. Let's see. You know what? Random number generator is gonna decide the question I answer here. Okay. I know you guys can't see the random number generator, but it's gonna be here for 7 hours. We're not doing anything important, so. Okay, 1 through 20. We're gonna generate this like 2 or 3 times actually. See what kind of questions we're answering. All right, first one is. I pressed the. Oh, did it naturally just roll on? You know what? Yeah, I think it naturally rolled on 4. So 4, 19, and 17 are the questions I'm going to answer here. Okay, worst enemy for question number 4 on lagging thing. Worst enemy I've faced. Easily Arost. Arost is a bitch and a half. Complete horrible. Every single stage I have yet in this thing has sucked ass with Arost in it. Procrastinator Parade sucked ass. Bathroom sucked mega ass. And Caliban's Keeper has always sucked. 17. Can you say bunk? Okay, well. I guess I just said bunk. So, and then last for this one, and number 19. Is a bus yellow because of paint or because of a kid throwing up on it? Very enlightening question, speaking from lagging. I would like to say that it's the kids throwing up on the bus that makes it yellow. That or apparently a kid's blood is yellow and like some like unloving parents threw their baby into a bus. Well, actually, that would make it red. Nah, whatever. We'll just go. Let's go ahead and do Prickly Field. Okay. In the meantime, I'll also read chat as well while we were doing this, because this shouldn't be anywhere difficult. Well, that is if chat's actually going to pop up on the side of my screen. Oh yeah, welcome. Oh, it's Boar again. Freeze you real quick. Or actually slow you. And that's Prickly Field also. Why is my thing not popping up on the side of my screen? My chat. Okay. Strange. Okay, hold on. I have the idea for this. I only need half the screen to do my questions. I'll take the other one and just pull up YouTube on a different thing to read your chat. Since obviously thing is not wanting to work with me today. It was literally working just fine earlier, but okay. See, what a bum. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I'm just seeing a bunch of me's. I can bonk all of them. The besides Pulsar's seen the UL and ZL enemies already. I watch Gordy's streams with a bunch of people in the Discord, and honestly, I think beyond that, I don't really mind some of the spoilers, because I'm going to forget about it. I guarantee you it's going to be a long time since I do that. All right. Next question is, well, they have like, how many questions here? 6. From Mountain Pie Enjoyer. I'm going to have to pull out the random number generator on this one here again. So let's do that. Random number generator. I swear, why did I remove that? I'm going to need that a bunch because I'll let people answer lots of questions. Slide Cat, no jelly dumpling, yes. I still have not done IB Bug yet, so we'll have to do that. So 1 to 6. And we'll answer 2 of them. 5, and it rolled 5 again. 5 and 1, okay. Let's see. Do you think you are going to do Battle Cats for a long time? Actually, a really good question. The answer to that is yes. I have been having a massive amount of fun playing the Battle Cats recently, and even when I first started this, I've been having a lot of fun. And also one of my buddies, GB Missiles, also having a lot of fun with the game, so even if I don't play it, my buddies probably will. And if I get like to the end of this game and I'm done with everything I do, what I might do is I might pull out Lucas the Fourth and make a bunch of guides and stuff, or like do like maybe a challenge run or something like that. And then the question number 5 is favorite crayon flavor. Ooh, that is true. What is my favorite crayon color or flavor? Oh, flavor. Yeah, right. Crayon flavor. I would have to say it is the I hope I'm hold on. I need to look this up so I make sure I'm not pronouncing it wrong because I feel like I've mispronounced it a lot. Okay. Just throw this in Google Translate real quick so I can get a good, accurate, pronunciation of this. All right, let me just turn up my. Mute the YouTube here so I can turn on my volume and see how this is pronounced.
Sharon.
What the fuck? Okay. Oh, that's why I had the fucking translation in German. Hold on.
Cerulean.
Cerulean. Okay. Yeah, cerulean is my preferred flavor of crayon. Like, if you want colors, it's just blue. It's just like a dark blue. I needed to make sure that I was pronouncing that right. Otherwise, I feel like I'd get actually in the chat. So, Bamboo Coast. I forgot what comes in this stage. But whatever. So, it's canon that Pulsar eats crayons. Yes. Crayons are very tasty, if you didn't know. Ah, Red Sea, One Horn. Okay, so this is just going to be literal nothing burger. Oh, yeah, no wonder. Every single one of the early SOLs are nothing but nothing burgers. Which is why I literally did it in the first place. I did it so I didn't have to think about this, so I can just get to the end and answer a question. That's literally why I did this, Pulsar. What am I talking about? Oh, look, Bamboo Coast is done already. Cool. Great flavored crayons. German, I hear. I had it in translated to German for some reason. I had no idea. I don't even speak German, let alone even learning German, so, next up was actually 29 minutes ago by Zen Spades, actually. It's got 3 of them, and I think I can, I think I've already done some of these. You think I could get the artist role in the Discord server? I posted some drawings. I gave you the artist role, actually, just recently, like a little bit before the start of the stream. You're honestly my favorite YouTuber streamer right now, and I've been getting into drawing a lot recently. I want to draw some fan art, so curious what you'd want drawn. Oh, that is a interesting question. I don't think I've thought about that a lot, but maybe just like some funny things that happen in the Battle Cats, or like weird things that like I do. That would be pretty cool for like fan art. I know there's some people who have drawn. I know Cosmo drew the Craze things when I was doing the Craze Cats. I know there was somebody on who drew on like graphing paper. Somebody drew 8-1 and my suffering in that stage. And then there was one person, kind of trying to remember who did it, but they drew like this Hisu Boshi picture with Cleve 1. It's easily one of my favorite pictures thus far, as well as also just fan arts of me in general. So, and then is there any benefit on the Discord server from becoming a channel member? If so, what? You get well, for one, you do get an exclusive Discord role for the being a member of the Discord. But apart from that, I have not yet made a channel for just exclusively Baoji Supremacy people to chat in. So maybe I could do that. Though then again, it feels a little bit odd because if you like, I pretty much read most of what you're like talking about in the chat regardless. Maybe I can do that. I'll leave that. I can probably leave that one up to you. Wait, when did you get 6 million XP? What the fuck? I grinded that last night actually. It was like I think it was 11 o'clock, and I just did, and I got XP stage. Like, oh shit, nice, and I got it. So, serial killer jungle. I forget what did this have anything interesting? I don't think it did because this is I'm opposed to some. Does it change my color? It was gonna change your color to like a greenish kind of color. I can probably put it back, but the reason I did that I think was just to make the color rolls a bit more noteworthy. But I might revert it back to what it was. So, and serial killer jungle. Actually, you know what? I can do that real quick. I have my Discord pulled up, anyways. By the way, if you guys are on the Discord server, go ahead and join it. So it's really nice. It's got some. We're working on the server pretty much a good amount. In fact, we recently did a thing with roles where you can now choose a color for yourself in the role, and and the color is actually named based on like the traits in the game, except for floating, which is orange. But hey, Pulsar, is Pulsar the guy? Hey, dude, did you do mine yet? I might ghost you. I'm reading each one of the questions one by one as I do stages. Right now, we are on the 4th person right now, which is now Aleph Ellipson. What is the reason for your rivalry between you and Master A? I think this is when I was earlier in the game. I had just hated the fact that Master A has a ridiculous range. He's just super annoying. And even in Fork Round right now, Master Ray is really hard for me to approach with just specials and rares. So it's very annoying. Pulsar, who's under the table? I have no idea. Oh, look, it's Frosty B. Welcome to stream, Frosty B. And actually, since this is a very short question, I'll answer the next one here. Actually, my Jeffrey is a cool guy. Remember Otis Supremacy? I do remember that. If you guys were unfamiliar when I first was doing Brawl Stars, which probably a lot of you guys were unfamiliar with the fact, I mean, well, most of you guys should know because I unlisted my stuff. But back when I was doing Brawl content, I used to do this thing called Otis Supremacy, which is the basically the inspiration for Balji Supremacy. It was basically what is Balji Supremacy is now, except we were all like loving Otis pretty much. So Disgusting Swamp. But yeah, basically it was just a fan club of Otis because he wasn't very loved and whatnot. Oh, and I forgot there's metal enemies in this stage. Whatever. You know what? Because I believe this stage is also going to be super ridiculously easy, and it's just metal enemies. I doubt they're going to like throw out 100 million of them. We're not going to have to look at the screen. If you don't get Rocket Crab by the end of us, I'll curse you with 100 years of Arost. I mean, I'm not in control of that. That is just purely RNG. But let's read. I'm not even really looking at the screen too much. Let's look at Spanton FPFP. Can you help remind me and how and where to like, comment, subscribe, and join the Discord? I'm really struggling with that. Wow. Well, if you really insist on me doing that, at the top of the chat. Oh, there's SBK. Oh, that doesn't matter. They're all dying. W plug. Well, Spanton set me up for that. So, but yeah, we are actually very close to 5,000 subscribers, which, by the way, I want to thank you guys so much for that. If you want to subscribe, it's, I'm trying to remember where in the screen it is, but it should be like red or white or whatever you've got based on your, settings on, I think it's white or black, I think. I don't remember exactly what. As for the Discord server, it's at the top of the top of the chat. Anyways, Poster can give me tips as a new YouTuber. Be consistent. Just be consistent. That is one of the biggest things I will let any of you guys know. Well, actually, there's also two things. Pick something to do and stick with it, and be consistent, because they really like, I posed a question. Sorry for the late question. It's probably the most recent one. I will refresh my screen and see while I, see. Okay. Can you do Super Hippo Colossus Gallant? Not really. I probably do that on a different stream. Guys, my ribs are broken. Go ahead. All right, so answer a few more questions here. Looks like some things shifted around. From Gogeta Lover, which was 6 minutes ago, actually, after I refreshed my screen. I'll answer you, and did I get a response from? Oh yeah, there's a question from Frosty B. I'll answer that one in just a second as well. So I got 5 questions again. Let me pull the random number generator again and pick 2 questions here. All right, so question number 5, and it's 5 and 1 again. Okay, wow. Do you enjoy Battle Cats? I do, quite a lot. In fact, I can go back and check out my hours real quick because I haven't done that in a good long while. How many hours do I have? 154. I have a crippling problem. I have a crippling problem with this. And as for 5, oh yeah, it's a question of 4. Do you plan on playing other games soon on the channel? If yes, to 4, what games do you plan on playing? If I wanted to play any games, probably just go back to Brawl Stars, but Brawl Stars is ass, so probably not. If I did want to play more games, it'll probably be like on my PlayStation 5, so like Borderlands, because I absolutely fucking love the Borderlands series. Assassin's Creed of any kind. Hill Climb Racing 2 would be a nice thing to do as like a fun thing on stream, because I made a new account on it. And I also wanted to redo my Cuphead series that I had a little bit. So it's cool. And I'll do Frosty Beast thing, and I'll move on to the next one of those. Let me just go back to which one of the subchapters it was. Squishy Cave. Never mind, it was Squishy Cave. All right. Frosty B, what is your favorite and least favorite part about Battle Cats and its community to you? That is a good question. I genuinely enjoy this question. All right. My favorite part about the community, you guys are absolutely insane. That is what I love about you guys. Like, sometimes when I do, like, incredibly boring things, I'll look at my thing, and, like, if I were doing this on Brawl Stars, like, I was doing something incredibly boring, like opening up star drops, my entire audience is gone. Just completely gone, out of the wazoo. I'm not getting fucking anybody on my, thing. like whatsoever. But I'll watch ads on stream and none of you guys will leave. I'll literally be sitting in the menu for like 30 minutes and y'all will like it'll only grow. Even right now, it's just a Q&A stream and there's already 54 people, 56 actually in the chat. That's something I could never expect out of the Brawl Stars thing. I embrace the insanity though. The thing that I don't like about the Battle Cats community though, and I'm trying to be cool when I say this, is the amount of spoilers that I wouldn't even say that. Wait, let me think. Yeah, spoilers. I am fine with some spoilers, and if I spoil myself on things, but some of you guys have a crippling problem with just spoiling everything. And I felt that, especially when I was doing Merciless Onslaught, because somebody spoiled that, which is exclusively why I wanted to do like the entirety of Grotesque Gallery and stuff with our like recent streams I've been doing. I don't want to look at chat until I see what everything's in the stage. So especially Grotesque Gallery, I wanted to do something where I didn't look at chat until I figured out the gimmick and beat it, because it's something you guys hyped up a lot, and I don't want to like, oh well, somebody just spoils like, oh, Cubist Crimes is a one-hit stage. Like, oh cool, I just bring Bahamut and instantly win the stage first time. That's lame. That's super lame. Also, Charlie Be Goody. I think it's literally the last stage of this subchapter, actually. I was unaware that we weren't allowed to do that. Yeah, now, if I've done the stage already, then I don't mind. And when it comes to UL and ZL, I've pretty much given myself a good amount of spoilers on that to begin with. So I think maybe in like UL, maybe I'm not going to be taking spoilers too harshly. But in general, for SOL and like for some specific things that are very important, I'd recommend not to spoil them. So yeah, spoiling level 6 fun of the level, yeah. All right, Chubby Be Goody, and then I'll answer some more questions. Let me go ahead and scroll down to somebody I haven't done yet. Okay. So this is the one with Kamel, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, Post, are you reading questions from comments or from a post that people commented on? It is from a post that people commented on about 3 weeks ago. You can check the community post. It's still there. If you guys want to ask any questions, I sometimes look at the chat to read them, but most of the things I will be getting this time are going to be from the community post, because it was a thing 3 weeks ago that I promised I would do and I didn't. Also, where in the world is Kamel? There it is. And it's just more metal enemies. Okay, well, you're redoing the 1 crown stage right now. This is we're doing something that does not take much brain power for me to do, so I can get to answering these questions a lot faster, and it also is just getting myself some extra cat food as well for rolls. So cat food and leaderships also. It's just pretty good. Has he done River Styx? I have done River Styx. Wait, that wasn't the end. Oh, wait a minute. Did I do that already? Or am I dumb? Let me take a look. I have done this before, haven't I? Oh, wait a minute. I know what happened. Oh my god, I'm actually stupid as fuck. I didn't change the thing back. I was supposed to be on Swishy Cave 3. Wait. Am I? Wait, so Bamboo Island, I think. I am dumb as fuck. I am dumb. Okay, yeah, chat, I'm dumb. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking that. Okay, so I'm actually supposed to be on Dumpy Cave, actually. So, let me read time, like, god damn it. Well, I guess, that's fine, though. Dumpy Cave, and I forgot, yeah, this is a boring-ass stage. Oh, great. Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking about it. I picked the wrong one. Alright. So, Agent Bread says, will you take Baoji to the endgame? I haven't used Baoji in a long while, but yes, I will be taking Baoji to the endgame. It's level 40 after all. I decided to do that. And let me answer another question. John Macri Babel 2076 has 2 questions, actually. Very good. Will you continue playing this game even if it takes you 2 or more years? Yes. This game is very fun. I enjoy it, and it's also very, very good. Like, I'm having a lot of fun with this game, and of course with you guys' support as well. Wait, you're going to hit 5K? I just realized, yeah, I'm going to hit 5K. It's going to be awesome. Will Battle Cat still be your main content moving on from now? And if yes, what's your view count? Wait, and yes, what if your view counts drop? Will you still continue it? I am gonna say yeah, it will mainly be my main content. If I do anything else, it'll probably be like stream content, but mainly I want to do Battle Cats content. If I ever migrate to Brawl, I'll switch between the both of them. But for most of the part, it's gonna be Battle Cats, and even if views drop as well, it's still gonna be my primary content. Because this is still early. I could still like make really good things off of this. Did a friend or someone you know recommend Battle Cats to you, or did you just happen to randomly stumble upon a funny little cat game? The fate led the rest of the way. I would say both, actually. I've seen Battle Cats on the Play Store, and as for that, like I was like, oh well, it's just another shitty mobile game and whatnot. And I got recommended it by one of my friends. Like, hey, you should play this game. It's called the Battle Cats. And I was told him like I've seen it on the Play Store. He recommended me to play it, and here I am now. We react to Battle Cats videos on stream? No, because that's just straight up copyright. That's like if you had to pick an OP Uber out of these options to be Dazzly, Fanoa, Cosmo, or Balrog, probably Cosmo. Cool. All right, Dumpy Cave, and we'll do more of these. All right, Dumpy Cave, and I believe this is the right thing to get our continuation of stuff. What's your favorite Battle Cats YouTuber so far? That is interesting. I would say Lucas, but recently Lucas has been doing a lot of cookie clicker streams and not a lot of like. He has like some good content. I mean, I like the content. But I think my favorite thus far is probably gonna be Can Juice for now, on the sake that he's just very nice to put in the background while I sleep. Why did you make Bowser Cat your icon? I don't think I made Bowser Cat my icon. Will you react to your own streams? Well, I technically do that every time I make a video because my videos are directly from my streams, so. Lucas, yeah, I know Lucas is the W. I think between Lucas and Canjuice, I'll probably go Canjuice. They basically do the same thing, I think. Except Canjuice just has, like... I think Canjuice has a more relaxing voice, I guess. Lucas does, like, other kinds of things. It's a very, very, very nice. Treating Canjuice as background noise is funny, but it kind of is. He does, like, hour-long videos and stuff like that. There is one of the videos that I am refusing to watch, though, or at least watch in like full entirety until like the end of like UL or like the end of SOL, and that is the ranking every single sub chapter of the Battle Cats. So, real members of Troop Tosses one slot. I actually decided to watch the first one of those. Haven't watched the second one yet, but I will watch that eventually. Let's just keep on looking at this. All right. From Zambio6, what's cat is the weirdest one? Let me see. There was one cat that I remember that I had a fucking reaction to very early on, and this one had to be which one was it? Octopus. Fucking Octopus. KKA Kotatsu cat. The human arms got me. I think the human arms was the thing that made Kotatsu just such a weird cat in my eyes. Like I had that, I thought okay, then. Suit yourself, bitch. Just falling off my counter by yourself. I didn't even do anything for that. But yeah, Kotatsu, I found Can or just hip hop being incredibly funny. But Kotatsu's easily the weirdest one I've had so far. And as for the other question, what your least favorite gacha cat I've gotten? I was gonna say Hacker Cat, but at the same time, I don't think that's my least favorite. And you could also say like, oh, Kronos is gonna be my least favorite because I talk bad about Kronos, but nah, it's not Kronos. I don't think either. If anything, we just take one more look at this to make sure that I'm not completely fucking myself here on this thing. These are the gacha rares. Ah, fuck. You know what? Maximum Fighter, I think even when I first did this, just like video making in general, I think when I first got it, I think it was Viking Cat when I got it, right? Yeah, it was Viking Cat. Even when I got this cat, I found this one just incredibly boring. I think that's just the case. It's like, oh, like for example, this was a pirate cat, and it was very nice. And this was a thief, and it was like all super cool, but this is just a Viking. It was just a Viking. It was incredibly boring, and I don't think what's wrong with Max? I think it just was like incredibly boring when I first did the game, and I haven't used it ever since. I think it's just that. I think it's literally just the fact that it was incredibly boring. So start us straight. Keep going. Oh yeah, also, Fat Rice Cat asks, how much brain damage would you feel comfortable inflicting upon me at one time? How much brain damage? God, what in the world? That's a tough one. Oh, look, Boar again. And he slowed immediately because Can has a ridiculous slow percentage for some reason. Bye-bye, Boar. Okay. But I would say, eh, probably not a lot, actually. Well, technically, you guys watching me not using Chronos is good enough brain torture for you guys, so... Bro went from early game to late game, early game in 1 month. Late early game. Good thing you classified late early game. Brain dead? No, I'm brain rotted. Okay, so... Okay. Anyways, which cat do you like? Lunar... Wait. Okay, so it's got two L's in its name. Lular and is Nicola asked, anyways, which cat do you like the most, and also where is Bowsy Cat ranked? But which cat do I find the favorites? So it will probably be Isun Boshi, Baoji as my second, Can as my third, and Bahamut as my fourth. And there's one more here that I found. Actually, yeah, no, okay, rephrase that. It's Isun Boshi, Baoji, Logistics, Can, and Bahamut. That is my favorite. I just fucking love logistics things. But that is pretty much my favorite top 5. No Tengu. Tengu is probably in the top 10, but I don't think it's in the top 5 by any means. Find my 8 pages. Why do I have a feeling I know what that's supposed to be a reference to? And whatever. Besides Battle Cats and kind of Brawl Stars, what are the games you enjoy? I said this recently, but it's basically I have there's Battle Cats, there's Brawl Stars, there's Hill Climb Racing that I enjoy playing. I enjoy the entire Borderlands series except for Wonderland because Wonderland is ass. I enjoy most of the Assassin's Creed games except for most of the new ones. Pretty much up to Origins, I really enjoy playing. I find myself playing a lot of the Batman Arkham Knight series and Night Asylum, Origins, that kind of deal. And I'm trying to remember other ones of the games I play. I played a bit of Cuphead, but I haven't finished Cuphead yet. I've got to do that. I have played Celeste actually on my computer. I played Plants vs. Zombies. I played the entirety of the Bloons Tower Defense series, except for Battles 2 because I don't like Battles 2. And let me just make sure. I have more games on my home screen I can look at real quick too. Among Us is another one of my top favorite games actually. And if you guys have not played it yet, Stardew Valley is a very, very nice game to play. I definitely recommend you guys, if you have not played that yet, to do it. It is such a nice and chill game you can absolutely sweat the shit out of. Even BTD3? Oh yeah, especially BTD3. I'm like, you remember BTD3 on Cool Math Games? Man, that was a You just convinced me to play Celeste now, thank you. Dude, Celeste is such a good-ass game. I haven't finished it yet, but dude, it is such a good game. And the best part is, it works actually so well on my computer. It is very well optimized. Like, if you've not played Celeste, it has easily so far one of the best stories I've seen so far, as well as like one of the most difficult challenges that make it actually fun. I also want Hollow Knight's kind of goated. Dude, I feel like if I actually had Hollow Knight, I'd probably like it as much as Celeste. And I've seen like some things about it. I think I would enjoy that game if I down this for a challenge. Pulsar, which trait do you hate the most? Angels, because you know what? Metal enemies. No debate, metal enemies. Metal enemies fucking suck. Oh, and I will answer more questions after this stage, actually, which I will speed this up because I think. Oh, okay. It's literally what the fuck is the? Oh, there's just so many dog shit. Oh, they're all dead. So, anyways, chat. More questions. I thought about playing Celeste at some point. It's a very good game. I think it's $20 on Steam, and I think the same on like PlayStation stores as PlayStation. I don't know about Xbox though, but it is very worth your money. Though I do recommend you guys, unless you are a hardcore like keyboard gamer, play it on controller. It is significantly better on controller, and better and easier on controller than it is on keyboard. If you were not a seasoned keyboard warrior. Oh right, Pizza Tower as well. Pizza Tower I've played I wanted to start playing. I have the game and I hadn't really gotten further than the introduction. So let's read some more questions here. Okay, Fat Right Cat V2 asked a question, but I think it's just who your favorite Battle Cats unit, which is just Isun Boshi and Baoji. But the other 4 questions is, did you gamble? So that's pretty cool. David Balask 5457. Are you planning to only play the Battle Cats as long as it's fun, or are you going to try like get like every Meow Middle 100% the game? Probably 100% the game, honestly. It'd be kind of funny. It'd be kind of funny to 100% the game. It's do you know Cult of the Lamb? Would you play any Souls or Souls-like Lies of P or Elden Ring? I had one of my friends actually tell me that I would really enjoy Elden Ring. which I could give that a shot, actually. I wouldn't be the worst thing I could do. There's a dude who wants to 100% the game. I know. Yeah, I don't know. All right, and let's see. So, let me just make sure. Okay, Nelcy Santos, 2704. The first question is one I've already answered about, and if I quit Battle Cats, what game I move on to. But the second question is, if you could remove one thing from the game entirely, what would it be? I was gonna be biased and say, I was gonna be biased and be like, you know what, guys? That's it. We're removing metal enemies. Metal enemies are fucking garbage. You know what I think is even more garbage? Behemoth stones. I fucking hate these things so much. I hate Behemoth and Behemoth stones. But specifically Behemoth stones. These could just take Beecap fruits at this point. Like, why would you do this? Aros, no, at least Aros like does something to you. This Behemoth stones, I don't see like a major reason why. It's like, oh, you use Behemoth killers to farm stones to kill more Behemoth enemies to farm more stones. Like, really? Bee stones are just cat fruit too, but annoying. Yeah, if you don't have hunters maps, the only way of getting bee stones, or Behemoth stones, is doing the fucking oh, it's not even on today, but Hidden Forest Agapra and stuff like that, and you have to beat Kisarian Hyruja to get courier. It's so dumb, and I'm right now having to deal with Rajakong. It is dumb as shit, and I hate it. Bamboo Island again, and let's see. So, Mr. Constellation Toast, the first part of the question is, how did you find out about Battle Cats? I've already answered that. But how did you start making YouTube? Also Frontier Spirit, I'm pretty sure this is the one with Rain D. Yes, it is. So, the story with YouTube, and this is a very funny one. I started out my thing making hill climb racing content on YouTube, and I was not that big doing it. I think around 200 subscribers, I migrated over to making Brawl content. And when I tell you making Brawl content, I mean, like, it was, like, dog shit content. Like, when I say that... So, you know, I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's this, like, thing on the App Store called V Recorder. And it's basically, think of, like, a phone recorder, except it was horrible. Like, it had this, like, orange bubble that was always on the side of your screen. It couldn't record any higher than, like, 480p. And it would show you when you were like cutting through your video and stuff in the thingy. Nowadays I use YouTube Live, but also I use just the natural recorder that I have in my phone. But back then that was the kind of content I made, and oh my god, I looked at some of my old thumbnails, dude, holy shit, they were horrible. But I think after 200 I did Brawl content, and I had the worst thumbnails I think I've ever done in my entire series. And then I think it was a long time that I did Brawl content. I got started off with EXE videos, which is basically, if you don't know, incredibly highly edited videos with just a bunch of memes. It's like, you think of like ADHD if it were like a YouTube video. That's pretty much what they are. And I started out, or did that, I got very good off of that, and then they started to die, so I was like making other kinds of content. I think it was just like challenge things up to a certain point. And then after that, I was very inconsistent with my stuff. Around 2,000 subscribers, I was pretty much stagnant with like only things being like, oh, I did like the Brawl Stars Smasher Pass, or like the Brawl roasting you based on your main. I started getting like a good amount of views again after me pulling out the good old-fashioned dark humor kind of stuff that I like myself a lot for. And then after that, Brawl Stars just got incredibly frustrating and stuff, so I just moved to Battle Cats, and that's where I am today. Also, 30 caffeine leadership. That was it for that one. What enemy do you hate apart from the bird? Oh, great. Kamel. Kamel is super fucking annoying. Ooh, I could also remove treasures from the game. Playing Hill Climb Racing is a canon event, I swear. Yeah, it is truly a canon event. But now we're on Squishy Cave with more questions to actually ask, speaking of. Also, Milky Tunnel. So, let's see. Mr. Nightmare 206, when is your birthday? That's a good question, actually. I have Poster EXE, I have Rocker Camwa. Okay, so my birthday is actually June 3rd. You can write that down on your calendars if you want to, which honestly you really don't have to. It's not even a fucking worth it. But June 3rd is actually my birthday. It's a very weird birthday. I don't like. It's very weird because I hate the summertime, but my birthday is in summer, so inherently I don't like my birthday. That's my birthday. Well, it's my question. Yeah, apparently, yeah, it is your question. How old are you? I feel like I'll probably answer that within the future because I believe that I'm. Oh shit! Wait, I gotta go. I gotta go back. Shit. No, my questions are out of order. Fuck. You know what? It's fine. Flips. Yo, congrats. Okay, let me just make sure how many questions you have. Three. Okay. Actually, summer doesn't begin until June 21st, so your birthday is in spring. Oh, you're smart. You're very, very smart. That's literally the same birthday as me. Okay. So, Mr. Flips asks three questions, and I think, let's see. So, first question is limes or lemons? I don't really like any of them, but if I had to take any, probably lime. Not limes, lemons. I'd probably do lemons instead of limes. I've heard that limes are incredibly, like, rough. What do you think about the country Kenya? Can you fit these balls in your mouth? I actually think Kenya is very, very nice. I haven't been there yet. I don't think I want to be there, but I have learned about Kenya over in my African history country, and I think our class and I've been very good. I didn't know the Q&A is going to work. May have repeated a question, and it's okay. And I mean, there's a lot, 120 comments on this. Of course, people are going to repeat some of the questions. So that's why I have to look at these. Also, where did your logo come from, and why have you kept it all these years? Also, this is an alt account, just in case you were thinking I'm a bot or something. Okay, well, so Mike, my thing has done many, many different kinds of like changes over the years. And so the first iteration of this also, by the way, welcome to initial ad time, by the way, while I explain this. We're going to have this on mute so I never, so we don't have to worry about this. But I'll answer the question as this ad goes on for 174 extra energy. Ooh, AI Mech Arena ad, whatever. So anyways, my old logo was originally a racer, like a kind of like one of those people you see on like NASCAR with like just like holding a finish flag and whatnot, like a finish line flag or whatnot. This was like battle the way back when I was doing hill climb racing content, and then and if I remember correctly, there was that point, and then I kept on evolving that, and then there was a point where I started getting like I think I kept that for a very long time. I like with a shift or something like that. But then, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember where I went beyond that point. Hmm. I think what I did is I had my planet I have now, but it was a lot lower of quality than it was before. Like it was like really bad quality back then for my planet logo. And then I had my other one. I had another one that kind of was just my pulsar, like my orbit character. Interesting, but I also didn't really like it. So I shifted that over to the icon that I have now. And then I think yeah, this was like still also this was still before Battle Cats, by the way. I still had that. But afterwards, I switched it when I started doing more Battle Cats. I switched it to the one I have currently, or like had before, which is both Pulsar and Orbit, both in the same picture. And then I was looking at it like this is very complicated, so I switched to what it was now. That's cool. Every Android player seen the Facebook logo so many times. Oh my god, it literally auto downloads on your fucking computer. It on your fucking thing. It's so terrible. Let's keep reading aloud. Alone Century. First, congrats on the milestone. Second, will you be more lenient with the Uber slop restriction later in the end game? That depends. My hatred for Decazli, Defono, Lunacia, Lucia, like that kind of Lunacia. It's not Lunacia, it's Lunacia. I had somebody comment on that. I had somebody mention that. But Lunacia, those kind of things. If you look at any other Battle Cut streamer, every single one of them are doing that. I like being different, and I think they'll probably still keep true in the end game. If I do get them though, and I've already beaten the stage, I'll probably use it. But for the most part, more than likely not. When you talk to the Boar family, like half of them and hate the other half, pretty much. Let's see. Oh, also the question I think I answered in the chat. And what other enemy do you hate as much as the bird? Finally out of the units you know and don't know, what unit would you want to have as a roommate or pet? Damn. Okay. I see. What would I want to have as like a pet? Straight Talk is telling me accidents happen. Get coverage for drops, cracks, or spills. Shut up, Straight Talk. Motherfucker. Shit. What cat would I want as a pet if I could get it? Shit. Part of me was thinking like something like Catasaurus or like fucking Jiangxi or something like that. I was also thinking about Can as well in Manic Islands. I think Manic Island would just burn the fucking room down, I think. But I think yeah, there's Baoji for one. And the other one I would actually kind of want to have as a pet is Dr. Cat, actually, surprisingly. I think Doctor and Baoji. Probably my things. And I'll answer one more here before I do the next stage anyways. If you could have any using excluding Rocker Cat, obviously, what unit would it be? You should give yourself a haircut like the alien boar? No, hell no. So if I wanted another cat, and it can't be Rock. Of course he knows that this was Andy 11 minutes ago actually. No wonder. If you could have any unit excluding Rocker Cat, obviously, what unit would that be? Cosmo, yeah, Cosmo. Would you do videos and streams on Battle Cats Ultimate if you didn't know BCU is like Battle Cats on your computer, except you can make whatever you want and play stages made by other people? That will probably be a yes, but also a no. Maybe when I'm later on in the game and I know like everything about this stuff, then yes. Otherwise, no. Also, my computer's ass, so okay. He also asked the any one of the cats from Battle Cats as a pet. If you're against sea tracking, what do you think about other people who sea track? I think whatever, and I've said this a couple of times already, whatever you have find fun, I'm not gonna slander you guys for having fun. Obviously, gambling, like the reason I don't do the sea tracking is because gambling is fun to me, and it's just, well, of course, without getting Rocker Cat. But most of the time, when I do gambling, I find the gambling to be very, very fun because I don't know what's gonna come out. Like, who knows? The next 5 rolls, I could get Rocker Cat, obviously, and I could be the happiest man alive. But obviously, some people don't like the concept of having to gamble away for key units of theirs, which in that case is fine by me. Frankly, even though I don't like doing the sea tracking myself, I don't mind you guys doing it, or I don't mind other people doing it because, if they want to have fun with the game with overpowered units looking through them, then who am I to stop them? Like, it's their version of fun. I can't hate on them for that. So, not sea tracking BCU. Spoken like a true gambler. Also, sea tracking isn't allowed by Ponos. But I guess that is true as well. But I just find that sea tracking makes gambling not fun. I'm personally a big gambler kind of person. So, also I'm a big grinder as well. So obviously it makes sense if I take a lot more time to grind things than others. And then, what are your favorite and least favorite enemy traits you fought in so far? Did you like DNA, DHA? I think it was Bomber Fodder, but I think without that, I think it was good. But as for traits, I think my favorite one so far is the red. Actually, you know what? Professor I ruined that one. I think the red trait's not that good. So far, I will say Angel trait has made me, without Rocker, has made me think of other ways to do it. But I think my favorite trait is Floating, and my least favorite is Metal. And then Vermin types when fridge reveal 14 minutes ago. Funny enough, I have like a mini fridge in my dorm room I have now. It's literally just empty. My roommate's gone most of the day, and I don't really put anything in it, so... Anyway, Fluffy Dark Weapon. I forgot. Oh, it's literally just those things. Made one misspelling redoing the question now. So this is, I believe, this is Shy Boy with the Doge spam. What's your favorite enemy lore-wise? Okay, that's interesting. So far, I believe I really enjoy Raging Bahamut as my enemy so far of choice for that kind of thing. That, and I could say Corrupted Valkyrie, because those are at least things that make sense. Cat God is funny, though. Cat God is very, very funny. Fluffy Dark Weapon is completed. Let's read more questions. There's Zen Spade's question again. Question again. The question, same. Okay, that one's same. Okay, there's that one. Okay, here's one new. Here's a new one. Ruben the Ascended. Do you have any plans in the future? Yes. Yes, I do. What is your favorite fruit? Oh, great. Favorite fruit. God damn it. I have a good amount of them. But I will probably have to say strawberries. Grapes are a very close second, actually. But I think strawberries will probably take the cake for me. Okay. Yeah, and yeah. But yeah, strawberries are my favorite fruit. And what rhymes with grug? Let's think. Mural of the Devil probably kind of run. Hey, I call it an Arost. Rhymes with grug. I call it an Arost. Rhymes with grug. There you go. Mural of the Devil. And I will answer another one here. Which Battle Cat's enemy do you think you're least likely to... Oh, wait, here. Let me stop that too much. Which Battle Cat's enemy do you think you're least likely to win against in a fist fight? Bun Bun, probably. And that's... If you've seen Bun Bun's fists... That does not include Little Bun Bun, though, because Little Bun Bun's a child, and I'll beat up a child any day of the week. But, Big Bun Bun? No. I'm totally losing that. Speaking of which, hello, Mr. J.K. Bun Bun. I call it B-stones, rhymes with grug. Oh, he's just getting fucking pounded into yesterday. I don't know, man. That child's kind of feisty. Just read the enemy description. I had 15,000% 4,000 buying battle items. Bro, why would you do that, man? Why would you waste your money on that? Is the bathroom still your least favorite stage? Yes. It's, even with Procrastinator Parade, even with Caliban's Keep, bathroom is still my least favorite stage. Because at least there was something interesting in Procrastinator Parade that, like, oh, if I push too far in the Camel, I'd die. But, like, that stage is literally nothing but, 4 Arosts or more with Master Ray that does literally nothing. Pounded into what? JK Bloodbun got pounded. There you go. You guys can put that one in the Pulsar out of context. By the way, I want to make a video on Pulsar out of context. So if you guys have any, feel free to leave that in the Pulsar out of context thing in the Discord server. All right. So there's that one. Another question by Zen Spades. Would you be interested in playing Terraria or some of your Discord members for a stream or just in general? I've mentioned it a couple times in Discord and a couple people seem interested. That is a good question. I've actually never played Terraria, and I hardly ever see content on it. That could be interesting to give a try, though. I haven't ever done it before. Oh, wait. Guys, make a Pulsar mentality. Okay. But yeah, that is interesting. I could probably give that a shot. Alright, so let's keep going. What's your opinion on Crazed Biology Cat? I really want it to come to the game, because I think you'll serve the same purpose as Crazed Cat, and it'd be really, really cool. Okay. Answer this question, Mr. Crystal Edits. What would you do in a pure traitless stage without Isumboshi? I think now I have a lot more options against it, but I think before I would probably just have to, like, really struggle. I definitely will say that before this, I was, like, getting carried by Isumboshi, and I still think I am getting carried by Isumboshi now, but I think I have a lot more options now than I did before against traitless guys. So, and Electro BBYT, I remember 2.7k. If you play an impossible level that your cats can't beat, then what Uber would you choose out of these? Fanoa, Dazzly, Balrog, Courier, basically Mini Jan, and Papa Luga. I mean, pretty much what I've done so far is if I've been trying to restrict myself off of not using as much Courier. But, like, if I desperately needed to use Courier for a stage, or, like, I really don't like a stage, I'll use Courier. So that is probably going to be... What do you think about birdwatching, the level? I feel like I should remember that stage, but I don't. What would be the most boring level you have played so far? I will die on this fact. It is the Ninja True Form stage. It is both the Ninja True Form stages. And the reason for that is very, very simple. So the first stage you fought Ninja in... is literally one Doge, one unbuffed Doge, and Ninja Cat. The second stage is, I think it is, I'm trying to remember exactly what the magnifications are, but it's like a 400,000, or like a 400, like a 40,000% boosted Doge and Flying Ninja Cat. There's literally nothing else in any of those stages except for either Doge or buffed up Doge and Flying Ninja Cat. We're watching the one with the initial ducks and a bunch of Arosts. There's also one for Sin and Punishment as well that I accidentally cheesed when Legend Quest was there because I ended up getting such bad units that I was able to push all the moss behind their base. But yeah, Flying Ninja easily is the most boring, is easily what I find to be the most boring stage in the game. Or at least boring set of stages. Let me just make sure I'm reading this one right. Let me just make sure. No, say the most boring stage is the one with 3 slots on the face and a timed assassin bear. But at least that one, you kind of have to make sure that, you know, you sync up the slots. Flying Ninja Cat, you literally put down a bunch of Necromancers, infinite freeze, while you beat up literal just doges. Like, literally nothing else. Like, nothing, there is nothing interesting about that stage. Even Flying Ninja's easy as fuck to do, because all you need is Necrodancer, and you perma-freeze them over and over again. Change your ways, my boy. What's the worst Bible thing special? Why is the worst Bible special true form stage? Do you mean worst as in hardest, or worst as in like, oh, this stage is ass? Because I will still die on Flying Ninja being the worst one. But as for like, if it like based on difficulty, I had the most difficulty with Beefcake, I think, because I didn't really know how he worked it well. Is that? But Discord notifications. Oh yeah. Let me mute my Discord. Speaking of which. Are you ready to do Bathroom True Crown? No. Well, I mean, I guess I do have more stuff than I did before. So it definitely is on the table. Because back then, we had to get Thaumaturge. Like, if we were able to beat Procrastinator Parade, we can definitely do the bathroom now. But, like, back then, I did not have as many things. Ninja's so easy. Yeah, but he's also just so fucking boring. Alright, let's keep going. Hey, Bolsar, please notice this comment from a retired FPE fan. Do you think getting Medic Island is easy, especially with the units you have at the moment? Well, I think this was a little bit late because I did this earlier. But Medic Island was definitely very easy with, still, I think it was Crazed Bahamut and Isumboshi pretty much killed the hell out of, the islands. But I think with the Berserkori actually made it easier to do. And I'm saying this on account, like, oh, with, at the point of the game you're in for Crazed Whale, there's Super Metal Hippo, and you don't have anything to deal with Super Metal Hippo apart from, I think, Space and True Form Jurassic, which I don't think a lot of people have. But Berserkori, you have answers for that. You have, by this point, you're probably already doing Medic Gross, so you probably have Octopus Cat against that one, which I guess gets shredded, but at the same time, Medic Islands make Berserkori miss. So, yeah, it was definitely easy at that point. Do you think Uncanny Legends will be easy? Absolutely the fuck not. It better not be easy. Uncanny Legends better not be easy, dude. Like, absolutely not. And what do you think of... there's 12 questions here. Shit. Okay, wait. Let me just read through these and see. What are your honest thoughts about the new cat for videos? I think it's the best thing I've seen Ponos do, even though I've only been here for a month. It has definitely made my life super easy. Am I a good Battle Cats player according to you? Yes. I think you are. And then, what is this? Okay, so there's what's your favorite game other than Battle Cats by Cheeseman? That would probably be the Borderlands series, usually my favorites out of everything here. Second favorite unit is Battle G. So how's Stories of Legend treating you? How's Into the Future? Okay, these questions are very old, so I guess I can understand that one. What's your favorite Buster Uber in the Buster Fest Gotcha banner? I have no idea. Top 10 least favorite enemies, please, by Kai Shadowblade. I would have to think about all of them, but easily part of that list is gonna be... Well, easily Arost. Berserkori is annoying as hell. There is... What else is super annoying? Echna, the entire cast of metal enemies apart from Metal Hippo. There is... God, what else? God, what the fuck else? Tacky. Tacky's incredibly bad for now. Healing has 7 leaderships, but I'll get my stuff going on. Professor A, yeah, you're right. Professor A, Master A, Teacher A... as well as every one of the behemoth enemies. So we're talking like Dark Joe, Ahirujo, For Live Vivorian, Vermungu, Rangmaster, Rajakong. Have I seen anybody else? No, no, I haven't. Wild Doge, especially. Fuck Wild Doge. Bum ass bitch. Okay, Juvenile Killer. And now, what's your favorite non? Wait. What's a unit you really want to get, but it's really hard for you to do so? Rocker. Literally just Rocker. There's no debate. Rocker. It's just Rocker, cat. I hate that goddamn gross green scroll so much. I am dreading the point when I face that. Ooh, what is the best chapter and subchapter in Easy Into the Future Cats the Cosmos? Into the Future Chapter 3 easily will be my favorite one of the story mode story mode chapters. It's easily one of my favorite, and I'm saying that on the basis of it had interesting enemies and it wasn't complete bullshit. Like Cats of the Cosmos is a restriction stage, but I think it's good. But it's so bad, especially Aguham's Element and like one other stage. I forget which one. It has specials only. Can go fuck itself. And Scaling can go die. Like, tell me why you need a 14,000 damage star peg when I can't spawn it in any form of like reliable meat shields. Garbage. All right, let's keep on going here. What's your favorite non-collab uber rare in term of design? That would be logistics. Pretty much any of the Iron Legions could substitute in that place because dude, there's such a funny one as well that I remember all the way back. Oh, mission, by the way, what did I do for the missions? Oh, yeah, that's right. I did my 10 SOL stages I have for my weekly missions. Okay. Can you give me the last research I need, please? Pretty please. Not study. Oh, fine, whatever. We'll take a study because it gets me closer and closer to Gamble Core again. So if I remember correctly, I gotta go to the cat guide. I hardly go here anymore. I don't know why. All right, Uber Rares. There's specifically Dreadnought, I'm pretty sure. And back when there was like this, I think this was really funny. It's the fucking like guy at the top and these two. It's like, can I get on? No. This is easily one of my favorite designs out of any of them. And I even got the true form of it actually. Did the animation change at all? Oh, look, he has color now. His floaty has color. And his fat rice cat there, too. Nope, it didn't change at all. I don't know why it did. I don't know why it decides to cut that out there. This is still easily my favorite one of those designs. I think logistics is like, I think actually that might be my favorite design, followed by the second one because I think that was just super funny. All right, two, I believe it was Volcano's Volcano or Squashy Squishy Cave. Back again. All right, what other questions do we got? If you were in a scenario where you needed to call a unit to help you fight your enemies, which unit would be? It would be Can. Just Can. Smack the shit out of them. What is the sense of life by Alro? Also, the last question was by Hayasha/Shice. So, Alro, what is the sense of life? That is a good question. That's not a really question I can answer well. I guess the sense of life is Battle Cats and I don't know. Aros sucking mad dick all the time? I don't know. I guess. That's about the best answer I can potentially give you. Is that Aros sucks ass and that life would be better if Aros was a thing that did not exist. So Upset Rock should be just gone immediately. What do you think about the Behemoths? Someone considered them the worst trait? I still think Metals is one of the worst traits, technically speaking. But also, I think design-wise and like concept-wise, Behemoth enemies are just really fucking bad. It's like, no, actually, you know what? Concept-wise, I think Behemoth enemies could be very good. But the problem is that they boosted them so much to the point where, like, if you're, like, it's like Cookie Cutter. Like, it's, I've said this a couple of times in, like, some of the, like, Discord calls. But, like, Courier Cat is so ridiculously broken against any form of, that is crazy. So, like, you know that one meme where, like, the guy is putting the shapes inside of the holes in that one thing, and the meme is, like, where does the square go? That's right, it goes in the square hole. Now we've got a circle. Where does this one go? That's right, in the square hole. Now picture that, but the square hole is fucking Courier Cat. And, like, who does count as Ahirujao? That's right, it's Courier. Oh, who conjures Crustaceous Scissor X? That's right, it's Courier Cat. It's literally that every single time. Also, flooded cave. Greetings, Bubbalinks, SOL. See. What's your favorite Uber? I've done this one basically. Also, old subscriber here, Mr. Sidekick here. I have two questions for my goat. Where did you get so much aura from, and why did you choose to stop making bro content? First question, I don't have aura. I don't have aura. What do you mean? Design-wise, they look good. Yes, design-wise, behemoths look awesome. Gameplay-wise, no. As for the other question of why did you choose to stop making bro content, it's simple. Bro content, it sucks ass. Like, oh my god, brawl content is terrible. So I gotta kind of explain this because it's been a while since I've talked about brawl content. But the basic generalist thing about brawl content is if you're not making the same 6 types of videos on your thing, you're shorts farming. And if you're not doing that, you're not getting anywhere as a brawl creator. It just sucks. Like pretty much every one of the brawl content that you make. Like if you were to make any form of interesting content, let's say you were like doing thinking, oh, I have to play Penny, but I can't touch grass. Guess what? I can't touch the grass in the levels. Oh look, the same 5 brawlers just instantly kill you at the start of the game every single time you do it. Like you can't make content on interesting brawlers because everybody's playing always the meta brawlers and Rico's ass. And the other thing is when you try to do interesting content like that, nobody watches it because you know what? Either one, you're copying another YouTuber's niche. Like, oh, you're making, like, EXE content, you're copying Bella Hassan. Oh, you're making, like, informative content, you're just a Kairos copy. Oh, you're doing gameplay video, you're a Crying Man copy. Oh, you're doing mini games? Oh, you fucking Crying Man, you fucking Carnage game clone. It's basically, you can't have a niche in that game. And even if you do have a niche, you have to do it better than your competition, which is probably, like, people have done it for years. The game's just fucking boring because they never actually fix their things. So it's like terrible. As a Rico main, he's not ass if you know how to play him. I mean ass to face against. That's what I mean. I mean like not like ass is oh you play him. He's ass to face against. And so I stopped doing that because like what would happen every time I make brawl content while I was not doing it for months at a time. Step 1, I'd start working on an interesting idea. Step 2, I'd go in and start editing the video. But then I'd come to like, there actually ends at like 1 or 2 points. One, I'm recording it and this is so ass that I have to stop recording it, or I actually finish recording it, which then leads to step 2, I start to edit the video down. And then step 3, I get bored of my own gameplay, or there's some things that just aren't really good, and then I just stop making the video entirely. When are you gonna stream Cats the Cosmos? Probably tomorrow, because there's actually, finally, we're at to Chubby Be Goody now, where like we actually were supposed to be, but we hadn't been yet. But yeah, that's pretty much why I stopped doing bro content. What inspired you to make Pulsar and Orbit your mascots? I think it's just my autism brain being like, ooh, these things look cool. Well, I originally had them both separate things. I then decided to combine them, and then after some time I was like, yeah, I think this is overcomplicated, so I decided to stick with my planet icon as my primary one. So, all right, bro. Now I'm gonna create a new account on the Battle Cats. Absolutely do it. So what are your top 5 favorite SOL stages? Let me answer this one first. How do you feel about people looking forward to your streams to lighten their day? Absolutely amazing. It makes me feel very, very nice to know that I can make some of your guys' days better, even if it means me suffering for the process of it. I think making you guys happy is good. All right, so what are my favorite subchapters, or what are my favorite things? So I would have to say one of them is in, I believe it's not in Alcatraz. It's Jailbreak Tunnel. Great Escaper is one of my favorites, even with our Rost, but I found this stage to be very, very fun. At least when I did it. Every other stage is stupid as fuck. If I remember correctly, in Capone's jail last gang, Chilhola came and destroyed my cheeks on last gang. I don't think this wasn't my, will you ever compare to win? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest with you, this game has also been super nice to me when it comes to like not blowing money on like $20 like passes or anything like that. So there's that. I'm trying to remember other ones that I actually enjoyed. I don't think did I enjoy like any of these? At least if I remember the stage, I probably enjoyed it. I don't think I remember most of these stages though. Kugel Schreiber is a very interesting stage, but at the same time, probably not. I'm trying to think. Wait a minute. Oh wait, I remember one of them. It was in Weekend Mildly Acidic, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was the quadruple bun bun stage. I love the quadruple bun bun stage. That was a very nice stage. Mina's stage was also pretty interesting as well, and I enjoyed. But I think I enjoyed No More Bad Dreams a lot better. What beautiful finale. Okay. I don't like Knights of the Round, but I think one of my favorites has to be No More Bad Dreams because of the. Allow me to leave the stream. Yeah, you can. There's DNA and DHA. Twilight Poachers was actually an interesting Assassin Bear stage because I actually had to kill Assassin Bears in this stage. So yeah, we'll take that one as a top one. Heavenly Creatures can go fuck itself. I like Conservation Society a bit. Sure. Yeah, I'm not messing this one up either. The Haunted One LDK was a very interesting stage. Walk of Fame, if I'm not mistaken, also another one of my top five, is also Moon of Multiversal Studios because it's a very nice. It was a very nice stage when I played it. It wasn't like a complete pushover, even when I was using like Octopus and stuff like that. I actually even lost on this when I was like, imagine I'm not gonna lose this stage, and then lost it like that very low percentage. And then all the stages from Grotesque Gallery were very interesting, except for like a few of them. But I think Cubist Crimes is one of my favorites. And as for IT Catacombs and Windless Above, there's two stages here I really found funny. Throne of Phone was a very funny stage, and I believe it was Perfume Room on this one, right? Oh, I just picked the same fucking one again. Yeah, Perfume Room was a very funny stage. So yeah. All right, well, back to SOL we go. That was a very long question. I really could have probably avoided that, but whatever. For the best. Chubby Be Goody. I think this one is for the one for 30 cat food and stuff like that. Will you ever look at Alpaki the same after 8-2 of the dojo? I still hate it. I still find myself hating that enemy because of the specific 800, like 900% strengthen at 1% HP. That's dumb as hell. Because it means you either need the cat cannon or you somehow have to slip in and deal damage to it before you can actually officially end the stage for good. What's your opinion on Cappy? I find Cappy somewhat enjoyable to fight. Oh my god, stupid otters. Okay, cool. Otters are dead. Unfortunately, it is a spam of medals, so... Okay, want to know how it developed your anti-active forces? Not much at all. Like, literally, I have Lilin, and, like, that's pretty much it. Lilin and Shikatari Sparrow, or Shitaraki Sparrow. That's pretty much... Oh, yeah, and I also have, Yami, but, I don't find myself using Yami a lot. I should, though. Tendro, you're gonna kill that, that Kamel? There you go. Okay. Well, stage is pretty much over now, so I can go ahead and start answering some more questions, which I'll go back to going back on my thingy here for that. Speed you up. It's pretty good. Pretty good to go. All right. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Huh. Okay. Well, there's 30 cat food on YouTube. All right. What is my favorite YouTuber? Actually, I've watched a lot of them. It'll probably be one of my subscriptions if I'm not mistaken. So let me take a look through my subscriptions, through my subscribed YouTube channels and see. I wish I had like a list here of like Matt Shea. I actually don't watch Matt Shea. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I have my YouTuber list pulled up here. Let me go through some of my favorite ones. Oh fuck! I clicked on the Brawl Stars YouTube channel. I don't think they're even close to one of my favorites. Let's just make sure. Your Early Morning Humor. I have watched a bit of his content. I don't think he's my favorite, but at the same time, I think most of my favorites currently aren't gonna be pretty much like most like Battle Cats related. I mean, some of them are going to be really good, but like I find a lot of my favorites to not be them, or at least if I do it. So Moist Critical, easily one of my favorite ones. He's like pretty much the guy I sit and put in the background as I play Battle Cats most of the time. Like if you know me like grinding anything, I will put Moist Critical in the background of anything, and he's just so good and very nice. Pretty much that's literally like a fence setting thing. When it comes to like I also really love Flash and Rahul. He used to be a very, very big like Among Us animator back when it was used to be like incredibly popular. He still does it, but he is one of my favorite ones. I used to love Game Tunes a lot until they decided to stop their Among Us logic thing and shift more to like brain rhymes, like mostly kids content. So it's around how many Brawl Stars trophies? I have about 104,000. I had 100,000 before the trophy rework, anyways. But yeah, Flash and Rahul, we love Charlie. Dude, we love fucking Charlie in this community. If you don't like Charlie, then get the fuck out. Halo Haley is another one of those type content creators that are like commentators and stuff like that that are enjoyable to listen to and stuff like that in the background. She does kind of what Moist Critical does, except she mostly talks about like I don't know, like she mostly does like what he does, except she basically goes over like just any like basically anything, I guess. I guess we do love fucking. Okay, Zen. Let's just keep looking here. There's MK, but I don't think he's one. I don't think he's one of my favorites though. MK is just nice to have in the background as well. I think a lot of my YouTubers are people I like having in the background. One of my favorite shorts creators actually is Atari X. If you don't know who Atari X is, he's a guy who does majority of like. Oh, did I ever finish this? Did I? Yeah, I finished this one. It's had 6 stages in it. But yeah, if you guys have heard what about Chihola? I do enjoy Chihola, but I don't think he's a one of my favorites per se. But yeah, if you don't know who Atari X is, he's a shorts creator that does like Sonic Adventure 2 like things. He's a very funny guy. That's basically it. Just keep on looking. Jolt's Dude is my favorite of the Borderlands creators. He's actually live right now, actually. Funny enough. Why am I subscribed to Mr. Beast? And you know what? I'm unsubscribing from Mr. Beast. Why? I don't know why I'm subscribed to this guy. I don't necessarily hate Mr. Beast, but he's also, I don't know why I had him subscribed. I don't watch any of his content. How long did you play Brawl Stars? Multiple years. Pretty much ever since like 2021. Do you have a Ramen Cat? No. Okay. Let's just keep looking here. There's got to be one more here that I got to say is one of my favorite ones. So. Wow. Okay. Okay. There really isn't many others, are there? Okay, yeah, there really isn't many others. I guess Clown Puncher 139, but I don't think that's my favorite, no. Shit, is that all? Do I not have any other favorite? Smitty, yeah, Smitty. Never mind, Smitty is one of my favorite ones, okay. Do you still play Brawl? I do from time to time, but I only play it when I have other people online, so... Yeah, I completely have forgotten about doing Smitty, but I fucking love Smitty's content. I think it's part of the inspiration behind some of my humor is Smitty's content. We love Smitty. Dude, Smitty is such a goat. But yeah, I think those are my favorite YouTubers, and now I've lost my place in the fucking comment section again. God damn it. I feel like if I just scroll down far enough, I'll just find a bunch of new ones. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think I've figured out where I am now. Okay, but that was literally one Isunboshi destroying the entire stage. All right. From Trixagrav, well, last time I checked, you were only 2.8k, but okay. If you were able to make your own Uber set for the game, what would they think be? E.g., Greek mythology from the Almighties, elements like the Pixies. If you're able to design new enemy typings, what unique trait would they have? That's what I'm thinking about here. Is there any particular one that I think I could see? Ooh, yeah, that one's a difficult question. Tell us how you beat Manica Racer, Gladios, and like, do you happen to have any form of proper anti-relics now? I don't have any. All right, so if I were to make a type of like new set of Ubers, I would actually decide that it would like a really thing. I don't know if this is a cool idea, but it would be kind of a cool idea if they made an Uber trait based on like genetic mutations or something like that. Something like, for example, like being conjoined twins or having one eye or having like multiple fingers, like kind of like how Necalugas are, but like as like more of like not like Necalugas. I, you know what? Actually, maybe yeah, that as, but I think that was my least one. Man, let me try to think about something any more than that. You know what? We'll think about that in Gentle Geyser. We'll think about that. Do you have Colossus? Oh, that is true. Oh, great. You know what? I'll answer the last one later. What I actually think would be a cool trait to be in the actual game would be like a mutated enemy trait. So like, but the thing of it, these enemies is it would basically be like, think of like Gory, but he has like 300 range instead of like 150. Or like basically the enemies in this trait would be basically the same enemies that you're familiar with, but the enemies have like some stat attached to them that is not normal in a single, not normal in the slightest. I mean, that already exists, but I mean like a trait that does it to more of an extreme and in not a shitty way like Behemoth does. Look, just reading your chat real quick so I make sure. I think they started at sub traits now. There's just so many traits in the game. That is true. But like when I say like wild stats, I mean like pretty much like there's one thing about each sort of the enemy there that is wildly different from its main counterpart. Guess who my favorite behemoth is? Oh wow. I bet it's like fucking, I don't know. Actually, I don't know many of them, so I can't really answer that question well enough for you. So, for example, Gory, if he had a very long range, if like Ursa Mate, like not like Ursa Major, but like imagine like if enemy Cappy had like area attack, but like not as much damage, but had like area attack to his name instead. Just like random like small things that like it's like everything is pretty much normal except for one like massively changed thing about the enemy. Even if it's just like a sub trait, I don't know. I don't really have like a good answer to the question, but I think that would be pretty interesting. It could be like a, or at least any sort of thing that gives us like an orange color to enemies. So we don't have a enemy color apart from Toucan that has orange on their thing, so we could probably do one of those. If you ever got Lazarus, did you use them? Probably. Hey, Pulsar, can you check the Discord fan art real quick? Yeah, sure, I can do that real quick. Oh, I'm still in the settings. Let me save the changes real quick. Let's see. What am I looking at? Oh, it's the bathroom. Man, okay. If you guys are not in the Discord, you should join it. But oh my god, this is actually like this is cool. I don't know who the thing on there is, but I don't remember using this thing. But okay. Well, good. Hey, I enjoyed that one. That was very nice. All right, let's see. What other kinds of things? Answer the one already by Voromu Seeker. My bald head, favorite cat of each rarity. I might be too late. That's a good question. So normal cats is probably gonna be probably Macho Legs. I'm gonna be honest, probably Macho Legs. It was the thing that I think this is probably the most interesting one I had gotten. As for rares, did I ever have like my particular favorite rare? I don't think I did I? I love Psycho Cat. I don't like you. I think it's either between Psycho Cat or Catasaurus, I think, for my favorite rares. Can and it's between Can and Fishman. No, actually not Fishman. I think Fishman's kind of weird. It's between Can and Katatsu for my favorite super rare, though. I think that's my, yeah, Can and Katatsu for my favorite super rare. Isun, Tengu, and Ultra Logistics is going to be part of the top 3 for my favorite Ubers. As for specials, it's probably going to be like just Bahamut and Udon Wolf, I think, for my favorites. So, anyway, shall we continue to Thick Magma? And let's see. I've already answered a question similar to Chill Cats. Also, it looks like we're going to be facing some of the Owl Brows. Get Fisherman instead of Pizza. I'm thinking about that. Most of the time, the early enemies are just red, black, and white, so it's not actually any big issues. If you would collab with any YouTuber from the past and now, who would it be? Also, do you think did you ever think you'd blow up this quick? To answer the first question, I think literally collabing with like any Battle Cats YouTuber would be very cool. Yeah, collab with any Battle Cats YouTuber would be very good. I don't care if it's Early Morning Humor, Lucas the Fourth, literally anybody, because that could be pretty cool. But also, I did not think I would actually blow up this quick. When I first did Battle Cats content, I was like, oh yeah, the quality of my microphone and like stuff on this isn't very good on like streams. I guarantee I'm not gonna get as many people sticking around, and I ended up getting all of you guys sticking around. How many people are in the chat? Speaking of which, I haven't checked that in a while. 59 people. That's cool. But yeah, I did not expect you guys to be here all this way. But then when I did my first video, I was like, okay, yeah, this is not doing any good. I come like, why the fuck is this about 5,000 views? So yeah, I did not expect myself to be this. Do you feel like your brain is turning into Gordy? No, not yet. Until the point where I start using every one of the Uberfest and Epic Fest Ubers. No, I'm still far away from that. You will always be better than Gordy. My favorite thing so far, I will say my favorite stage so far is floor 30 of Heavenly Tower. Like, I have not experienced a joy like that in gaming as much as floor 30. I think the only thing that probably will rival that is actually, like, I think when I was younger and I beat Handsome Jack in Borderlands 2. But, like, I think apart from that, I have not had a sort of like enjoyment in a game as much as that. So, question: should I follow your steps? I'm kind of noticeless. What kind of steps are you talking about? If you're talking about like joining Battle Cats, what are you doing? You should already be in Battle Cats doing this thing. If Ponos were to sponsor me though, should I take the sponsor from Ponos? Because I kind of already advertised this game for them. Be honest, have you seen the floor 30 gimmick before trying it? No, I did not. Like, I think one of the big things in that thing was that after I think the first try around of the Heavenly Tower when it first was released was I got to floor I believe 23 and then couldn't do it. And then whenever like the second time around it came around, which is now, I did 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and up to 30. And 30s, I was looking at that stage. Well, it was Hermit. Of the first try, I didn't know it was in the stage. I kind of caught on quick as to what I was supposed to do, but I don't think I finished that stage for like a whole like 2 hours of attempts. I think it was like halfway into that though that I noticed that the enemies get stronger as you keep going. Do you miss the old Kevlar stages? I don't. I do, however. That is a big if as well, because I do miss the hard stages. Like, if you know the hard stages I'm talking about, I mean like the one that's hard and there's expert and insane. I wish there was a growing cat fruit stage that gave you chances of better drops of cat food or fruit, but like had the harder enemies. I still miss those stages because those were kind of interesting. There's cat fruit buffet now, but I don't think that makes up for removing those other stages. Because they still only give you one fruit each, which by that point, why would you do that? Oh my god. Run the stage down! Oh, great. I may have rushed this stage a little too hard. You know what? No, it's not. It's not hard enough. We could always rush this stage down even better. Goodbye, Mr. Bun Bun. May I see you in the next life. Do. How are you still not dead? There you go. Okay. Actually get 3 fruits at once. Can you in the cat fruit buffet? Because if I remember correctly, it's what is it? I thought it was 1 per stage that you do in cat fruit buffet versus growing cat fruit. Which behemoth enemies have you seen at this point? I've seen Kaseri Nahirujo, Dark Joe. I've seen Raja Kong in one of the Burst excavation stages. I've seen Full of Orion. I've seen Vermilion Rangmaster. I have seen, and I think I've seen Crustaceous Scissorex and Wild Ouch. And I've also seen Raging Gory. I don't know if he's a behemoth enemy, but I think he is. All right. Let's keep going on the questions. I think we're getting close to like, oh yeah, we were getting close actually to the end of the. Oh, never mind. We're still way more. What am I doing? What am I talking about? There's 120, like 30, 100, like 130 comments now. Great. Is 3 seeds or 3 fruits maximum? Yeah. All right. Let me sit up again. Son of a bitch. Okay. Sit up again. I'm on my bed right now doing this, so. So, all right. What do you think of Fiend Capitalist Talents? Targets angels and is tough against, right? I think that's pretty interesting. I probably would get them if I had like an endless NP, but I don't. Who's your best and worst cat? Who's your best and worst cat? That's tough. I don't know. Well, actually, you know what? I might skip that because I don't know if he means like favorite or like non-favorite or something like that. Okay. Least favorite enemy so far in the Battle Cats? Still probably Arost. It'll probably just end up being Arost. Every stage with Arost has made my life miserable, so I probably would say that's a good idea to think. Who do you think would win? Awakened Bahamut? What the fuck is Awakened? Who's Awakened? Who do you think would win? Awakened Bahamut or the entire planet's military, including nukes? I think Awakened Bahamut. Especially with his Baja Blast talents, I think Awakened Bahamut just solos the entire, every single world power military. And then there's Bluebird that's asking, okay, wait, let me finish Caldera first. This is the one with Corey. Oh, I could just totally break the stage with Octopus. You know what? I'm going to do that because I don't want to face, like, these stupid wave enemies longer than I have to, so we're going to switch out for this one stage. Awakened, yeah. So, this guy named Bluebird is, where do you live? What's your name, number, ID, birthday, and gender? I hope I get the answer. I think some of that I can answer, but other of that, I don't think I can quite answer that, so. Dude, where's the fucking boss? They're supposed to be... When does this guy spawn again? I forgot. Wow, this stage gives you so long to prepare for this guy. Yeah, there's Corey. Yeah, why does this stage give so long to prepare for Corey? Shit. Okay, and that's it. And there's 30 caffeine and leadership. Cool. And then, all right, where do we go now? Oh, cool. We're on Never-Ending Cat Story 2 Crown. Of course, metal enemies. I'm going to start putting a critter in my lineup. It's like a good general. You know what? I think if... What do we do for a general critter? That would be good. I was going to say cameraman, but I think that'd still be a little bit too slow. You know what? We're just going to put in Catasaurus in the general loadout. Why not? Catasaurus, and then we can probably take out Manic Legs and just put in, like, little things so I can get, like, the research combo. For general loadout, why not? There we go. Cat Tornado, that could also be wise too, but I think this would be good for the research combo, of course. Keep going. So I can't tell you where I live, and I won't tell you what my name is because between you and me, and I will just say this very bluntly, none of us are on first name bases. Even if I talk to you guys on like Discord and whatnot, I don't want y'all being comfortable enough to talk to me by my first name. This is obviously not my name and whatnot. But like, it would be very weird if like all of a sudden I go, hey Dave, what's your where are you currently in SOL, Dave? Like that's not my name, obviously. But that would be very weird. Like instead of like, oh sorry, where are you at currently? Like, hey Dave. Thank you for streaming, Dave. It's just it's weird. I don't want to do it. It is now. You are now Dave. Fuck. Of course now I'm Dave. I'm not. My name is not Dave though. I've answered the birthday. I will answer my gender. It is male. I am a man. I probably just made it like 5 people who hate men in my chat leave by saying that I'm a man. Wow, it's like a big fucking shocker, guys. I mean, then again, it probably isn't a shocker because you know what? I'm not. I shouldn't say like, oh, what a shocker, man. A person who sounds like a man is a man because I mean, realistically, in this what if your name isn't Pulsar B Cats? You liar. Who knows? It could be my real name could be Pulsar. I mean, you never know. Dave, how's the game been, my man? Exactly. This is why I don't say my name, which is funny enough. Dave is not my name, but that's why I don't tell you guys my real name because then that just gets uncomfortable. And then also, if you guys know my real name, then you know how easy. Then like I wouldn't even say this beyond this point, but like most big like YouTubers who get caught doing like pedophilia and stuff. Like I know YouTube's gonna immediately demonetize the stream for saying that word, but I'm not even monetizing this stream. Who cares? I don't want any form of like close enough relationship to be like, oh, you know me by my name because I do not know you apart from streams. No. Fuck no. Yeah. So I won't be telling you guys my name for the sake of that, as well as just the fact that we are not close, and I do not want you guys being comfortable enough to tell for you guys to like call me by my first name. Hell no. Whoa, where's it going? That's basically it. It was literally just like, hey, I don't want to be like on a first name basis by anybody because that is exactly how big creators end up going to start touching kids. And between you and me, that's cringe, and I don't want to do that. And what the fuck do you mean don't wanna? Absolutely not gonna do it, ever. Hell no. So let me just read the. He also says it's for a gift for your birthday, so I don't trust that even more. But yeah, don't worry. I'm not the minute. Listen, if I ever do Minecraft content on this channel, just report me to the feds. If I ever do Minecraft content, if you do that, we have the right to call you Slur. Exactly. If I do that, you have the right to call me Slursar. But for now, I've not done anything to be called that yet, so no. Okay. Well, these are repeat questions. Okay. So there's that question again. If you were newer to the game, would you think legend rares are the best? They're actually nowhere near many Ubers. Honestly, I don't think so. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I would have thought so. If I were newer to the game, I didn't remember. It was like if I were newer to the game. If I were newer to the game, yes, because I would think about the single basis of like rares are the worst cats, like normal cats are the worst cats in the game. Rares are the second worst, and then Ubers are the best, along with legend rares being the complete best. But I've grown to learn that this game does not do it like that. They did literally like for example, Can's better than most of the other like Ubers in the game. So all right. So hey Pulsar, what would be the what is your less like unit? That would probably be Maximum the Fighter, and less like Maximum the Fighter as like a rare cat. Cat Phone as a super rare. Probably Night Cat, honestly, as my special, because I just don't see any form of usage. What's your favorite enemy based off design? Ooh, that is a good point. I find Croakley fun, but I think based on design, I will probably have to go with Crustaceous Scissor X, because it kind of looks like he has a like a skull, like a bun skull on his back. If you mean higher rarity, doesn't mean the character is stronger. Okay. But yeah, hey Pulsar, what would be the best true form for each of the future chapter 3? I have Seafarer and Catlight, so what should I get next? Psycho Cat. If you get Psycho Cat, it is a very good long-range slowing against alien enemies. Helps you a lot with Raging Bahamut. It is very, very nice. I recommend it. Okay. What's your first impression of the game Battle Cats? Be brutally honest with this. From Certified Bingus. When I first saw this game, and I was first playing this, I was like, yeah, this game is very, very weird. This game is incredibly weird. I don't know if I might stick by this a lot. Because, like, it's a fun game, but I don't think I'll stick along with this. And then I saw a Gross Cat. And I'm like, okay, so it's just not, like, typical cats. And then I seen the Gotcha Cats. And, like, yeah, I'm totally gonna leave this game. And then I think I made it to like Into the Future Chapter 3. I'm like, yeah, no. By the point of like even the end of Into the Future 1, I was like, yeah, no, I don't think I'm leaving this game. I think this is easily one of the most fun games I've had on the Play Store. Besides, it's very hard to find any good games on the Play Store, so I think my first impression of the game was like, oh, it's just gonna be another shitty gotcha mobile game that like does its stupid things. Especially because I hadn't seen many ads of the game, so I didn't really know what I was expecting. So, Certified Mingus has the guts to return here. Have you beaten your first Merciless stage? I don't remember. If this shit is part of the video, get me in to answer the questions dead ass by Plant Plantations. Well, I'll read the comment, but I'm not going to have you answer any of the questions because audio is fucking stupid on this. I'm going to figure something out maybe in the future. Go Tanjiro. When will you get Rocker? Good question. Probably never. I remember when you were asking for 2.5k. Only one question. Do your roommate know about your channel by Tina King Fen? Funny enough, yes, my roommate does know about my channel. He doesn't ask me a lot about it because he's out of the room most of the time, but he does know about my channel. So, did Antarctica's economy get better? Unfortunately, it did not. The Penguins kind of started a crypto coin known as Pencoin, and kind of ruined the economy even further. It has not recovered ever since then. So yeah, if you want to like blame anybody, blame the Penguins. Fuck the Penguins. They ruined the economy. Also, this is a super buffed kangaroo. Probably not, but I don't know. Who cares? Does your roommate know your first name? Yes. Funny enough, my roommate actually has multiple. Like he has two names. He prefers to be called Avery, but his name is Eli. So he prefers to be called Avery though. So Pulsar, I think you like Plague Inc. I think, you know what? Probably not. I've tried Plague Inc. actually. Not really fun. When do you feel you get Legendary? Probably never as well. Do 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 do. Great. Oh, by the way, that was a lie as well. I did not tell you my roommate's true name, by the way. See, you can never trust me when it comes to names. So, yeah, no, he is, that's not even true. By the way, what I said recently was not actually true at all. I baited you guys again. I'm gonna be for real. I thought this Dave thing might become a real thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you as well. But yeah. Let's see. If Sage of Logic Newton came to your house, what would you do? Beat his ass. Beat his fucking ass for creating gravity. Do you know how close humanity was from flying? Like, if he didn't, I feel like if Newton didn't discover gravity, I think what happened is Newton discovered gravity, and, like, that's how the pyramids were made. There was no gravity, so they could build the pyramids, like, without gravity. And then Newton sat under a tree, got hit in the head with an apple, and discovered gravity. All of a sudden, everything about, like, gravity disappeared. Like, gravity invented itself, and all of a sudden, people, fell to the ground, and we didn't do that. I don't think he created gravity. I want to believe he created gravity because it just means I want to beat his ass further. So there we go. Shining Road. Why are all these stages ridiculously easy, by the way? Like, all the other bases have been like 400,000, 200,000. These are like 150,000. Oh, yeah, this is a repeat on like fucking Glucosamine Desert, isn't it? If Newton is your power, then what are you without him? Be a Socrates. If gravity was your power, then what are you without it? Okay, be honest with yourself, chat. Be honest with yourself. Did you get this from the fucking YouTube shorts about the translucent skeleton saying like what would happen if you cooked burgers in ancient Greece? Be honest with me, Chad. Is that where you got that? Or is that where like you is that where that comes from? Yes, might want to stop. Why though? It's not Bro, that goes against Newton's ninth law of motion. He has three, but what is that? I don't know what the ninth law of motion is. What are your thoughts on Master Race's first debut? I still hate him, so. Alright, any chance for Battle Cat Smasher Bad by CA? If Uber's only if you want something efficient. That is tough. I probably could do it. Maybe, but not sure. Guys, I want your opinion. Is Never Ending Cat Story the worst subchapter in the whole three sagas? I think so. Also, if yes, when? If no, why not? Probably yes. I don't know when though. If you were turned into a battle cat, what cat would you be and why? By Mr. Boss Hog YT. Big good friend of mine, by the way. He pops his head in and says some incredibly like good shit. The thing I remember him saying a long time ago is a single white tear ran down my thigh. I will never forget about that. But if I were turning into a battle cat, I would turn into what's the most autistic cat in the battle cats? Oh wow, a Q&A stream is boring. I just like the stream because it's boring as fuck. I mean, I don't really mind. Most of my other streams are about like, oh, I did this or oh, I did that. This is like something I promised like 3 weeks ago that I didn't actually fill upon. Also, old jump scare. Yeah. The Trial Deep. Keep going on this one. I think Chacarel Cat is probably the most artistic. What, like artist cat, like rocker cat even? Who knows? I have a Kai, Lil Cat. Dave, this stage is slightly familiar, ain't it? Okay, I've said this before. My name is not Dave, but I guess you guys are doing it for the bit. And that's it. That's okay. Yeah, all this stage these are easily forgettable, but I might as well do the 33 crown of you because they're also super easy. Whatever. All right. All right. Have you played Plants vs. Zombies? If not, then I think you might like it. I have played it, and I used to be a massive fan of Plants vs. Zombies until Plants vs. Zombies 2 came around and sucked horribly. We're more committed to the bit than our romantic partners. Now your legal name is Dave. Now that's crazy. Now this is crazy. Okay. God damn it. Of course my name is officially now Dave, and I talk about Plants vs. Zombies. Great. You know, honestly, would you guys be opposed to a Plants vs. Zombies stream? Like a computer Plants vs. Zombies stream? Like revisiting the game with this kind of information. I wouldn't mind it. Wait, Pulsar, how many fucking epic cavalries do I need to get Togaluga true form? I don't have him because I want to get his true form in a minute, I guess. That is an answer that I don't know because I don't have Togaluga myself. So that is probably a question for the Battle Cats wiki to solve for yourself. If it's PvZ Garden Warfare 2, maybe. Didn't they delete it? Not on Steam. They didn't delete the online version of Plants vs. Zombies. Like, I have the one that's not the replanted version. By the way, we wouldn't be replaying the replanted version. I'm not paying $20 fucking for Plants vs. Zombies. So the main campaign for PvZ 2 isn't actually the best. Everything else sucks. Agreed. Literally everything else about that game sucks. All right. Why did you name your channel Pulsar? I think it was my 14-year-old autistic brain being like, "Ooh, I like astronauts and shit. I think I'm gonna name my channel Pulsar." And I just fucking stuck with it, I guess, because it sounds nice. Yeah, I think it was just my autistic brain doing stupid things. Would you ever play PvZ Heroes? Actually, yes, I would play PvZ Heroes. Okay, let's see. Ads for lawnmowers in the classic mobile version, by the way. Literally, a key gameplay component is now hidden behind ads. Bruh! Why would they do that, man? If you could have any cat in the game, what would it be? It would be Rocker. I still don't have Rocker. I'm on fucking subchapter 43 now, if I'm not mistaken. And I still don't have Rocker. Ugh, God. Pulsar in orbit when magnetar and gravitational field walks in. Great. That's sad, man. Yeah, it is quite sad. Especially because I've had to fight every single Borotham without Rocker. It's so awful, man. I hate it. Also, Epic Hyper Nick. What is your favorite lesson in school? Easily history. I'm trying to be a history teacher anyways. If that answers any future questions in there, I'm trying to be a history teacher. I want to be the cool history teacher that everybody really likes being around. Like, because I remember when I used to be in school, every one of my history teachers were chill as fuck. Like what I happened in, especially my ninth grade, what my history teacher would do is he like 40 minutes of my class would be dedicated to actually history stuff. Then there was about 5 minutes where like, oh, we had like an assignment that you had to do. He never gave anything big, and an assignment every single one of the tests he had open notes, and the rest of the time you could do anything that you wanted to, like literally anything. So what I would do is this really early on, and I hate myself still for doing this. I actually used to make Among Us content way back when, and I had a really fun thing that I did where I made Among Us mobile like speed running task videos in my class in my like history class in ninth grade. So yeah, as for other ones, I was shown like my AP history teacher was super good at her job. When I say that, I mean there are still things in that class I remember that I like can't unsee. It's very nice. As for everybody else, they're always so chill. Like I've not yet had a single history teacher that was either mean or just like annoying as fuck. Okay, I do. All right, are you not going to upload Brawl Stars content anymore? Probably not. That's probably going to be a big fat no unless they decide to fix their shit. Of course, there's what's your favorite enemy, not design, still are us. And then there's say this, and it's a bunch of what I want to say is either Chinese, Japanese, Mandarin, or Korean. I don't know what. I'm not familiar with any. I'm not familiar with like any form of that language. I probably will have to throw this in to see if I can pronounce any of that. But I am. You know what? I'm literally on computer right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm not. I don't know what it means. If you guys don't know any of this, if you guys know what this means, then by all means. But I have no idea. Why is the quality 7p for me? If it is, then I think it's okay because I don't think. If it's, let me look at my thing and see. Mine also I think started to go into that. I think. Let me just make sure. Okay, mine now is fine, I think. Okay, let me just make sure. I am a fan of the Battle Cats. I am proud of it. Okay, so that's what that means. Okay. 944p14. I have no idea why it does that. I think it's just the internet being a fucking annoyance. But thank you for that. I'm going to slap this into the Google Translate real quick. Do you know what language it is so I get the proper pronunciation of this? Not that I'm going to try. Not that I'm going to try pronouncing it. But I want to see. Dave, do your outbreaks. We need the stream to last longer. It's Japanese. Okay. Let's see if the Japanese thing even translated this properly. What banner are we planning to spin on? I don't know, actually. Okay, so it did actually get the statement right. So, all right. After this, I'm gonna play it on there, and I'm gonna see like what is it supposed. I don't even know if it's supposed to be. That's not what it meant. That's not what it means, Dave. Want to pull for Rucker? Not yet. All right. So let me see. This is, I guess. Let me turn up my volume on this. Okay, it's 82. Okay. What is this? How does this sound? Oh, not my microphone. No, hell no.
私はにゃんこ大戦争のファンです。誇りに思います。
Yeah, I'm not pronouncing that. Yeah, no, we're not gonna pronounce that one. I don't want to be offensive to any of the Japanese people for me not actually. Also, I already know what's gonna happen the minute I try doing that. Every single American does, by the way. Sorry, like every single like person who does who's an American, I guarantee you guys know this as well, and don't lie and say you don't do this, but every time you try to read Japanese, you get like the Japanese read W in like English, you always pull that fucking anime voice. Like, for example, like I'd be reading this like Watashi wa Nyaro Kado Sensou no Finance, like shut the fuck up, brother. Shut up. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. Nyanko Daisen-san mentioned. I will leave that to the Japanese people to actually be the Japanese Spain star. What is, you know what, speaking of which, what even is this in like Spanish? I have never met a more relatable person. Exactly. Like guaranteed, you're watching like animes and and you're reading mangas and shit, and every time you like get like something like a Japanese that isn't the symbols, you're like you always start getting those people who pull the fucking like Japanese like anime like voice to it, and it just. I know I just did it, but it's like, brother, you you're not that it's not and you've never done this before. That's why I love your content. Small streamers over big streamers. Small streamers, I feel like also we're done with this again already. Great. But like the thing about small streamers is like, of course, big streamers, your entire livelihood is based off of YouTube. So like you pretty much have to be like writing and sucking on YouTube's big giant fat wiener the entire time. But like small creators, my life's not dependent on this. I do this for fun. I do this as a fucking hobby. So I can do literally what I want to. Who's gonna like, oh, YouTube demonetizes me. Oh no, I'm not gonna get my like $2 on my stream I don't even monetize in the first place. So, what are you gonna do, YouTube? Stop me? Okay. Let me just see what this is. Let me see what I'm a fan of the Battle Cats. I am proud of it is in Spanish. When you get your first million subs, remember I was here? I guess so. Do you remember the people in your first stream? I remember a good amount of them. Wow, this is actually really easy to. This is actually really easy to say in Spanish. The streams are funded by Sandu. Sandu did $100 one time. That sign can't stop me. I can't read. Okay, so soy fan. Wait, fan. I swear to God, fan is not fan in fucking Spanish. There's no way. This is lying to me. I feel like this is just straight up lying to me. Hold on. Let me fucking check this real quickly. There's no way fan is fun in Spanish. No, wait. Fuck. Okay, so if I look up just fan, it says like admirador for masculine and admiradora for feminine. I don't know if it's referring to like fan as in like the fan that blows air in your face. Try never ending cat. I could legitimately do never ending cat story 4-star probably. No, it's not. Yeah, I kind of figured. So let me see. Like, so what would I put in place of fan? I'm a Battle Cats. You know what? Enjoyer. We still doing Q&A? Yeah, I'm just got distracted. Enjoyer. Disfrutador. I don't know. That's what at least says on Google Translate. I know some Spanish, but I'm not that good at it. So, okay, just got home. Traffic sucked, dude. Traffic does suck. I agree. How much money do you need to be gifted the face reel? Never. Until I hit a certain subscriber count, I think I probably won't. Or even I get a better computer, like or any sort of like quality on my thing, probably not. Okay, you know what? We're not gonna do this yet. We're gonna do like 4 stars whenever I actually get like a royal for it. A Pulsilian. Okay. So fan as in blower is ventilador, or fan as in admiration is fan o admirador. So it is just fan, basically, for fan, as in like the enjoyment, like, huh? That actually makes me kind of mad, actually. So now I gotta read it just basically how it is. Soy fan de Battle Cats. Estoy orgulloso de ello. I think. Fuck. Okay, I messed up that pronunciation. If my Spanish teacher is watching my streams, I guarantee she's not. She's gonna fucking kill me when I get in the class tomorrow. I just made pardon my French, by the way. I'm so mad I have no into traitless beside Honeywell. Goodbye, Pulsar. In all capitals, by the way. Just for reference, he might be mad at me. I don't think he is, but like, I'm going out by Pulsar. Wait, how old even are you? 19, actually. Yes, I am 19 years old. And on June 3rd, I'm gonna be in my 20s. Or as you say it in Spanish, tengo 19 años. It's, okay, what the fuck, man? I am not that old. You're a little older than me. what country you in. If too personal, don't gotta ask. In the USA, or you know what? Not even USA. That's not a fucking country. North America. Yeah, we're gonna call it North America. USA is like the name of like, oh, like, it's like it's kind of like saying you're like from the country of France. North America. Actually, you know what? Wait, no, I'm fucking dumb. USA, the United States of America, is a country. North America is the continent. I'm a fucking dumbass. How am I gonna be person in things? Let me just see. Orgulloso, as if it had a Y. Or, oh yeah, that's right. It's a double L. Shit. Orgulloso. Orgulloso. Okay, yeah. Fuck. Shit, you're right. The fuck, your birthday is only a day before mine. I'm 20 years old, and okay, yep. North America's a continent. Yep. Yeah, I was wrong about that. Yeah, North America's a continent. The United States is a country, much like Canada's a country, and Mexico's a country as well. And Hawaii is a country. Keep America's geography stereotypes alive. Yes. I've seen those videos of like name 5 countries and they're like fucking Kansas or something, or Antarctica. What was it like discovering fire, Dave? Oh, come on. I'm not that old. I said 19, not 19 billion. I was about to do some like 19 billion years ago. What's your first name for real? I'm not answering the question. I don't want to be referred to on an actual first name basis. They guys just decided to call me Dave because I decided to use an example of using Dave as like a thing. It's a state. Yeah, bro said Hawaii is a state. Fuck! Man, fuck. Okay, well, I guess technically, I don't know. Well, technically, every one of the countries could be considered, or every one of our states could be considered a country, except for Wyoming. Wyoming has like nobody here. I don't know how that fuck is. That place is a state. Hawaii used to be a country. Oh man, Hawaii used to be a country. Oh, normal stage again. Like, I would say, like, the size of Texas is, I would say, like, close enough to the size of some other countries in the third, like, I'm not even going to call it the third world. I'm going to say fucking, like, Europe and stuff. Yeah, third world is what America's like to call, like, the other people, because apparently, I don't know why America's call it the third world, like, third world countries. I wonder, though, if any, for fucking mean used to be, did it blow up or something? I don't know. There's 11 U.S. states larger in total area than the entire United Kingdom. I feel like I should know that on the top of my head, but like I don't. Have you beat clandestine? Yes, I have done that. I'm supposing that you guys in other, you guys in like Europe and Asia don't refer to yourselves as being in a third world country. I guarantee you, it's literally just an American thing to call you people from Europe and Asia third world countries. Are you gonna miss me if I leave the stream? Probably yes. Sorry, poster, I'm late. Yeah, you're fine. This has devolved from being a Q&A to me talking just literally anything, dude. What is going on? It was a country because of a centralized government. America's the nicest third world country to exist. You know what? Let's make it official. If we as Americans can call you guys third world countries, you guys are allowed to call like South America, North America a third world country yourself. I wonder if that's actually what you already do. Or if it's just exclusively an American thing to call you a third world country because Americans are like incredibly countryist or something. I don't know what it is. I never heard anyone I remember call this a third world except you. Most like American like platform people will call like other nations like third world countries. Q&A streams are funny because it goes on an AMA just to just a casual chat. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it's just been going into like a casual chat. Kind of disrespecting to the founding fathers, though. The founding fathers, I do like them a lot, but I feel like a lot of them were on like crack or something when they were doing things. Like they have good things, and I like them for that. They have like really, really good like philosophies. But also I think like I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I don't even quite remember all of them. But I do know one of them slept with like multiple women and did like prostitution or something like that. What's your favorite Star Emmy? Probably it's gonna be Ribbo. I like Ribbo a lot. What does AMA mean? I have no. Actually, you know what? What does CC stand for? Crowd control, I think. Unless it's like Unless it's like Colombian cock or something. I don't know, Hayden. I don't know. It's either crowd control or Colombian cock. It's either one of the two. Yeah, CC crowd control. Okay, good. Don't ignore me. What's your dream Uber? I already got my dream Uber and it was logistics. If now Cosmo. AMA means ask me anything. Okay. I feel like I should have known that. Weren't they racist? Yes. The founding fathers were insanely racist. You can kind of say that the country was built on the back of well, actually, the first people who came to this place were the what we call Native Americans, which, by the way, is not fucking true in the slightest. They were here before us. They were actively here before the Europeans. So I don't know what people get in their heads when they think about that, but it is easily crazy. It's I don't want to call them Native Americans on the basis of well, I guess it does make sense better because Native Americans, they were here before us. I guess that actually does make sense the more I think about it. I don't know. I got to think of other things. Cosmo's favorite, my twin. Everyone was racist back then, to be fair. Funny enough, fun fact. Okay, wait, first off, the Sea Whispers. Let's just continue on that. Fun fact. It was actually, yeah, of course, there was slavery far before the Americas did slavery. But fun fact, the tribes of Africa themselves actually sold slaves to the Americas themselves. At least some of them. In trades for guns and stuff, they actually did that. It was a fun fact I learned all the way back in, I believe, 10th grade of mine. I learned that fact. I never forgot about it. But that does not change anything. That does not change anything about anything. Bro, what are we on about? I have no idea. I have no idea. I was answering questions and so here's the general gist of what happened. I was answering questions. Then I got to the question about Japanese, reading something in Japanese. Then I was like, oh, this, if I go into anime, I read it like this. Everybody in America is reading it like this. And then I was like, what does this mean in Spanish? And I went to Spanish. And then we started talking about third world countries. And then we started talking about this. I have no idea. I have no idea I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. I think we just kind of got off on a big massive tangent. Time to get this clip out of context. Dude, if you have any clips out of context you find from any of my streams, I'm trying to make a video on it. If you have any out of context things, by all means. What is the square root of pi? The only thing I know about it is the first 6 numbers. It is 3.14159. I don't remember any of the other ones beyond that point, but that's all I remember. This is also a question, by the way, by Coffined. How do you find these memes? Some of them, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to make you guys mad at me. I look at Reddit. I looked at Reddit for these memes, or at least some of the ones. Especially sexy fish legs cat. It was such a funny little image. You should add a Pulsar out of context channel in the Discord. Zen Spades, that's actually a funny thing. I am pretty sure if you select a color, you should be able to see it. It's a Pulsar out of context thing. There actually is one at the very bottom, I think, of the Battle Cats thing. There is one, so... Pulsar is a Redditor. I actually am not a Redditor, but I do look at Reddit for funny memes, and that's basically it. But yeah, don't worry, I don't have any karma in that thing. I literally only look at Battle Cats memes from time to time to look for funny things for my intros, but that's literally it. He's okay, Michael. Quick, recite all the numbers in the unit circle. Fucking Christ. It's been a while. Why? Listen, if I didn't go on Reddit and look at memes, you would not be getting graciously given to you, sexy fish leg cat. You're welcome. That would be like calling someone watching YouTube a YouTuber. That is true. Just because I look at Reddit once or twice, every few weeks to look and see if I can find any funny memes to put in the start of my Battle Cats videos makes me a Redditor, then you guys watching Penguins Moist Critical also makes you guys YouTubers as well. This guy still doesn't have rocker. Yeah, no, still no rocker. 43 subchapters in, by the way. Still no rocker. I'm going to sleep, say goodnight. Good night, Pla. I love you. There you go. There's your good night. There's your good night, Pla. I hope I busted your eardrums. Rhymes with Greg. Hey, bro, sorry. In my opinion, you might want to use maglev for more extra money. Nah, and poor neighbors. Oh yeah, my poor roommates. And by that I mean the people next door because they're the only people who have complained about noise. And they never complain about my noise on stream, by the way. They never complain about my noise off stream or on. I remember I was playing my voice zoo and I was screaming out shit to be funny. And I look like, hey, can you quiet down? I think that's the only time. Do you live with your parents or get your own house? I live in a dorm right now, so I live with like a bunch of like people across from me and like other rooms next to me. But I normally live with my grandmother the times that I'm not in college, so. It should not be needed to be said. If you track Pulsar C, don't tell him what he's getting. If you do tell me what I'm getting, by the way, which you should not, I'm going to do literally everything in my power to avoid what you were telling me, so I don't get it. You're in college? I'm studying history, actually. Of course. Well, I'm studying history. I'm basically trying to be in social studies to become a history teacher. I said it earlier in the stream, but that's what I'm doing, so. Did you know Can's a girl? Wow. Fun. Also, in the stage, coral reef. Cool. DM. Let me read this real quick. Oh, okay. Speaking of which, it's time for more questions, actually. Do you teleport bread for 3 days? By Dogenstein. Okay. I have no idea what you mean by that. W stream quality? Oh my god, is the stream quality going down to 144p? Intentionally telling Pulsar he's close to rolling ramen cat with its C tracking to force him to not roll ramen cats. Don't do that. That'd be so mean. That would be so mean. Don't do that. Which cat would you give someone as a gift? iCat. I would give iCat as a gift. Jesus. Nearly 5k subs. We are very close to 5k subs. I can check my YouTube studios right now and check that out. How close are we, speaking of which? 4,954. That is the subscriber count that I am at currently. Will you do a 5k sub special? More than likely, yes. What do you mean? Fuck, I mean more than likely. I am gonna do a 5k sub special. Don't know what though, but gotta go. Don't be idiots. Yeah, don't be idiots, chat. I guess. If you had a question you would ask yourself, what would it be? By a lone century 39 minutes ago. That question to me, why am I so fucking cringe? There, that is my question. My question to myself is, why am I so goddamn cringe? Well, funny enough, in a private server that like me and a bunch of other Brawl creators are in right now, I currently have the role of NPC. What do you think of the PC exclusive cats? I think they're pretty neat. That's literally all I can say about that. I think they're just pretty neat. And we're finally back on Killer Sardines. Since when were you cringe? I don't know. I find myself to be cringe sometimes, so. GG on 4K. What's your favorite cat? Do you have a cat IRL, or do you still use Fresh Kiss and Brawl Stars? I do have a cat IRL. Her name is Reese. She's a loving child of mine. She, I think she's about, 2 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And funny thing is, I'm usually away from the house. I can't bring cats with me to the dorm, but the basic thing about her is, for the first few days I get back from the dorm, she doesn't give a shit about me at all. But after I pet her and give her like a bit of loving she deserves and whatnot like that, obviously typical cats, she will not stop following me anywhere. She's been friendly to a lot of the other people in the house recently. She's one of those like tortoiseshell cats. It's like the more of like the she's like the black cat with like brown and like orangish kind of like spots littered around her and whatnot. We need to see the gato. I can't show you guys yet. Pulsar just searched up Kankei doesn't have a gender. You liars. Also, Killer Sardines is done. Pulsar did not engage in the Can gender debate. Calico shows the cat in the Discord. I have a picture of the cat. I have to go back on my phone and show you guys. But if you, yeah, that's just extra reason to join the Discord server pinned up at the top of the chat if you want to join it. By the way, how many people are even in our Discord server? Speaking of which, let's see. How many people do we got in our server today? If my thing won't be fucking cringe, man. Come on. Maybe the logs will tell me. Okay. I don't see any. Today we had okay, I think it's 485 or 486. There's 483 members. Okay. Whew, okay, Sushi Island, two crown Sushi Island. Pulsar, do you work out? I work out from time to time. It's more like a few times a week, but it's more like just small exercises. It's not like I like necessarily go to the gym and like bust out the dumbbells and like the fucking weights and stuff. It's more like if I remember correctly, it's like the same things I do in like ROTC, which is like as many pretty much push-ups, sit-ups, lunges. There's fucking plank. I sometimes do planks if I'm feeling frisky or whatnot. Max bench. I don't think I have a max bench. I haven't really benched anything necessarily. I know like let me try to think if I really think about this reasonably. It was the heaviest thing I've picked up and been fine with. I have picked up I think I've benched like one of those like old time TVs and whatnot, like the really, really big fucking like huge ones before. But like I think that was like probably nothing more than like 150 pounds or something, 160 maybe. I can bench 290. I don't have a correct, accurate like representation of what I bench, and I probably won't for a long time. What's your max energy? Like 870 right now. When you just start streaming, how did you manage to keep yourself talking when there's not chat traffic? Ooh, yeah. I had to force myself to talk all the time. You know, when your entire chat is filled with let me play brawl with you, here's my ID, or like wow you're ass, or like wow you're good, your randoms are trash. You don't have much to talk about. Meanwhile, you guys actually keep this shit entertaining. So match bench, big ass TV. I carry 500-pound barrels for work. Flex. Oh yeah, when I used to work Taco Bell, actually funny fact, I used to work Taco Bell if you didn't know. I used to pick up like big like boxes of things. But they weren't heavy at all by any regards. So I wouldn't even say that's like close enough. Like pretty much most of the boxes I pick up is like generally the most of the boxes I pick up are like cups and lids, and they aren't really that heavy. I have school from 73 then sports that I have not that much time, bruh. Yeah, from me, in my old school, it was from 7 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know how they were able to do that, but it was like 7 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon for me for my like 9th and 10th grade years. And then I think it was like 7:30 to 3. It was a 7 to 3 in my 11th and 12th grades. So shook your ass noises from Dave. So you're a kid teen then. A cool cat guy. Dave, you old sport. I'm about to hit Unk status in less than a month. As someone who has been in Unk for almost 2 years, how's it been? Taxes suck. Taxes suck. Insurance is a scam, and I don't like healthcare It is garbage. And again, I haven't really like done anything relating to healthcare, but I mean, I don't think most of you guys probably won't relate or probably will see this because a lot of you guys like I think a lot of countries have like mostly paid off healthcare, if not completely free healthcare, pretty much. But American healthcare is so hilariously bad. It is so terrible. Like you'll like if you've seen any video that from like America, that's like people like getting into massive car accidents and then refusing the ambulance, that is normal. You don't have to pay taxes? Actually, yes, I do, actually. From, well, of course, YouTube revenue, I'm going to have to pay taxes on that. But also, when I used to work Taco Bell, I'd have to take taxes out of my thing regularly. So, but yeah, just don't pay taxes. Yeah, just don't pay taxes, forehead. Is it true that you have to pay for the ambulance ride? Yes. Yes. It's like, I'm gonna be fucking honest with you guys. You, like, I'm pretty sure like, 5 years old, I absolutely smashed my head on the side of a dresser, bleeding really badly from the side of my head. We didn't take an ambulance. Like, when that was happening. I was, like, basically bleeding, like, liters, like, lots from my head. Didn't take an ambulance. We drove to there, and then stitches didn't fit in my head back then. And so, they had to hot glue my head. Which still costed lots of money to do that. And even then, I now have a bald spot on my head. It's not a huge one, and you won't notice it if I were to show you my face and whatnot. But, like, if I were to move some of my hair, you'd see it. Brosar, what's the worst smell you've ever experienced? Like in Taco Bell, there's a well, I wouldn't even say Taco Bell bathrooms. I've smelled worse. In the Taco Bell back, there's a sort of like drainage pipes in the back of our thing. That's kind of just sits there in the back, and we clean it every few days or so. If not every single, like have it every other day. Even that, I think most people didn't do that except for like me and like a few other people. And there was a smell this is the worst smell I've ever had. Underneath one of our sinks. It's the one that we do like the dishes in. Nothing smells worse than the one we did the sink than we did dishes in. Because the thing was like the thing was moved slightly to the left where like there'd be a bunch of like water that would always end up purple skin. Dude, I'm literally Michael Afton in real life. No, William Afton. Fuck. William Afton. I think, you know what? Actually, William, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I think both of them are right. I think William and Michael are both right on that one. Okay, Michael, no, not even close. Michael, don't leave me! The stench of the Discord members permeate through Dave's screen to reach him consistently. Okay, no. But, like, the funny thing is, I think this is the last stage until the end of this subchapter. But, basically, there's a sink where just the pipe that drains the water is slightly to the right because nobody comes and fixes that. So the entire time there's water, and every now and then if you put the valve a little too high, draining out the water in the sink, it will splash onto like the floor in the back, and it builds up. And it was fucking horrible. It was completely terrible. Fun fact, also, I'm like mostly nose blind, so like I can smell some things if it's like really bad, but for the most part, I can't like smell like a lot of things. I think I believe you here, Twin. Yeah, probably. I guess it makes sense. We should probably move to a less disgusting topic. Also, we're at 10 million XP. How the fuck? How are we here? Why? I have nothing to fucking experience in, brother. That had to be bad. Oh, it's fucking horrible, dude. Worst part ever. I worked the front counter and stuff, and I also was responsible for cleaning the bathrooms all the time. No joke, that was got to be one of the worst fucking experiences I think I've done to go through is cleaning Taco Bell bathrooms. Now, we were in like a franchise store, so obviously they charge extremely large amounts for basically nothing, and nobody comes to the store. And basically, it's not as bad as like going into you should probably upgrade something if possible. And I guess we'll upgrade something in the future. But basically, so franchise store, there's not a lot of people coming in, but they charge super large amounts. I mean, like we're talking like $7 for a chicken quesadilla. It's like a big scam. Why don't you finish Area 22? Because I want to do that for a different stream when I'm not actually like answering your questions and doing like just random bullshit. I want to save that for like when I actually do a dedicated SOL stream that's not like me repeating these subchapters. But basically, so the bathrooms weren't terrible when I was doing them there, but there were some times that were terrible. What's the weirdest food you have ever eaten? Ooh, oh shit, that is a good question. There's a thing that my family kind of is so weird to me about this situation, and I think I find myself incredibly weird as well. But whenever I was doing things, I was like in this stage at like the age of like 17, where I was like, you know what? I want to try like random shit in combos and see if it works. And so I tried incredibly random things, and there's some that I think weren't super weird. But then I decided to give a. This is gonna be the worst fucking sound thing I have ever said in my life, and it is okay if you guys unsubscribe from my channel after saying this. I decided to try like the roast beef you get from the store, like the roast beef that comes in like those little plastic packages, or anybody who's in America, basic, or like I don't know, escargot. So, you mean escargot? Like the snail or what? So, yeah, roast beef, but I put fucking peanut butter on it and I microwaved it. That is the weirdest thing I've ever had. And I was a stupid fucking dumbass back then. So I did roast beef and I put peanut butter on it. It wasn't, I will say, it wasn't bad. But it also wasn't good either. It was microwave peanut butter store-bought roast beef sandwich. It is so like it wasn't bad, which is the thing I hate the most about it, is that it wasn't fucking terrible. But it also sucked like super ass. And I remember, I think in one of my history classes as well, I tried one of those lollipops and stuff. But it's one of the lollipops with like bugs in it. So I think it was like I've tried like a few other things. I've tried that. I've tried cricket before, actually, funny enough. At least like like not like actual like going out in the fucking garden and getting a cricket and eating it right there. No, fuck no, hell no. But like the kind of stuff like you get in like South America, I've tried some of that. It's not the worst, but god, the fucking aftertaste ruins my life. And I think this was all the way back in, I believe, 10th or 11th grade. It was one of the two, I believe it was then, so. What music do you listen to? With like which bands and genres? Ooh, that's a good question. Most of the time I listen to game OSTs and NCS, but I also tend to listen to Starset. I listen to Skillet. I mostly like rock bands, pretty much. A lot of rock bands. I listen to like Skillet, Starset. I listen to who else do I listen to, speaking of which? Have you played cricket while eating a cricket? No, I have not. What's a food everyone likes but you don't? Oh, damn. You know what? Sour cream. Sour cream. I don't know what it is, but I don't like sour cream. And I like everybody I talk to. You know what? Sour cream and ranch. Sour cream and ranch. Those are the two things that I think everybody else likes except for me. Like, holy shit. Like I remember a long time ago, I think it was a pizza. I think the reason why is I tried Pizza Hut ranch, but like, is this your full-time job? I wouldn't even say it's a full-time job. I like ranch more than I used to. But like, the funny thing is I I don't like sour cream and I don't like ranch. I don't like mayo. I've never liked mayo ever. I hate every condiment. I'm mixed about it. Mustard is another one that I don't like. I think the reason why I don't like mustard is because of the how sour it is, like how acidic it is. I think that's the main reason I don't like mustard. But mayo's like C2 I'm back. I took a quick nap. What happened? Mustard is F. I feel like mustard is something as well that a lot of people like that I just don't. Eggs are another one. Eggs are another one. By the way, I want to point out I don't like eggs. And it's like, I don't know if I am a fucking devil for not liking eggs, but I don't know what it is about eggs. I just don't like it. It's just crazy. Is it weird for me to like mayo straight from the tub? You're entitled to your own thoughts. How much cheese is too much cheese? That's a good actually question. You know what? My answer to that question is it depends on where you get the cheese from. Like it depends on the cheese, technically. If you're getting like Taco Bell nacho cheese or like American cheese, which by the way, American cheese isn't fucking cheese at all. Like that is it's got more plastic in it than the entire Kardashian family and the Pacific Ocean combined. That I think after like a slice or two is too much cheese. But like if you get like some of that good ass cheese, then I don't think there's really much of a too much cheese kind of moment for that. What do you think about whipped cream? I like whipped cream. However, I feel like whipped cream is one of those things like you can't have like you can have a lot of whipped cream, but you can't just put whipped cream on everything, I think. Like cuz like I feel like if you put whipped cream on anything, you start getting bored of it. But like for example, like strawberry shortcake or like some other like kind of things like that, then it makes it like you can't just throw like whipped cream on like a cookie. You can't do that. You can't just throw whipped cream on like a cookie, but you can throw it on like a different kind of desserts. Cream cheese, is it good for your taste buds? Cream cheese is a bit of a weird one for me. I am fine with it, but I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of it. And I will say the same thing for cheesecake as well. It's not my favorite thing. Do you like blue cheese? I've actually never had blue cheese. Is caramel or caramel? Honestly, I think it just depends on the person. I think it's like tomato, potato. If you say potato, I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude. But tomato, I think it's literally just based on whoever the fuck is talking. Like, I've not heard one person who's like, oh my god, you called it fucking caramel? Kill yourself. Like, I've never heard somebody say that before. But like, also, I'm trying, bro. Take a short nap and woke up and you're talking about food. Well, I don't know what happened. I actually don't know what happened. We're talking about food now, I guess. I mean, this is also Shrimp Frontier, so I guess. I won't ask why, but I've seen a recipe for American cheese. Surprisingly, it's more cheese than anything, but the way you put it is really funny, so I'm not going to argue against. How is American cheese cheese? Like, I'm gonna have to look this up myself. You know what? After this, I'm looking up the fucking thing for cheese. I'm gonna see this. I want to see this myself. There's genuinely no way that either that or it's American propaganda that's saying like, oh, this cheese is real cheese. You guys are just delusional. This is completely real cheese. Okay, you know what? Let me look that up real quick. You know what? Fuck it. Have you watched Hugbees? Oh my god, I forgot about Hugbees. Oh my god, I know why I forgot about it. I'm not subscribed to his channel. Oh my god, I forgot about Hugbees. I love that YouTuber so much. I fucking love his things. Okay, you know what? American cheese contents. Let me see. Is there like a Kraft's cheese? If you eat McDonald's, what are you getting? Okay, here we go. So let's see. Based on the back of the Kraft's frozen Kraft's cheese, which has the same consistency as like Elmer's glue from personal experience. Milk cheddar cheese, whey milk protein concentrate, milk fat sodium citrate contains less than 2% of calcium phosphate, modified food starch, whey protein concentrate, salt, lactic acid. Netamycin, enzymes, cheese culture, and vitamin D3. What the fuck? I think Pulsar's enjoying chatting with chat more than answering them bland as hell questions. I think most of the questions that are here now, if I'm just scrolling down here, okay, and of course, as soon as I scroll down, Palmagenus, it says, which cat are you cracking? Do you goon to Bowsy cat? What the fuck? Bro complains about actress and posts this by Michael, actually, speaking of which. Okay, what the fuck are you guys talking about in the chat? And then I Love Men 22, when's the toenail reveal? Is the last question I have on here. If you watch anime, if yes, what's your favorite? I don't watch much anime nowadays. Unless that was the end of that. We're at 921 cat food, actually. Yay! We've been getting a lot of cat food, I'm already at 11 million XP. Fuck my life. Have you ever tried a food combo you expected to be good, but it turned out to be horrible? Okay. That's a good question, actually. Huh. What kind of combo have I? I'm trying to think about that. Shit. What kind of question? What kind of a Pulsar? Did you answer my Q&A question? Remind me. I'm pretty sure I did though. At least I'm pretty sure I responded to your Q&A question like really, really early. I think. God. Okay, so what as a anime, Dragon Ball Z. It's like literally like I'm a basic bitch. I watch Dragon Ball Z. Um, like some of it. I haven't watched a bunch of it. I used to watch a lot with my father, but that time has passed. And I used to watch it on Adult Swim on the thing, so I didn't even really watch. I love this chat, dude. Chat is awesome. I love fucking. I love chat, dude. I was about to say something like I love fucking chat, but that sounds horrible out of context. That sounds fucking terrible out of context. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I love my chat so much. Oh, so yeah. what level is your rocker cat? Doesn't have talents yet. 2 hours ago. Okay, fuck you, demonic piggy. Fuck you, man. You're so. I have watched all of One Piece and I have no more free time. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The only thing I've heard about One Piece is that it has very horrible pacing. That's pretty much it. You have been clipped. Yep, there you go. Stop touching me! I didn't give consent. I'm a minor. A minor. You guys have seen that meme before? God damn it, man. You know what? You got okay. Shut up. Stretching post. Let's keep going. Whatever. Cardboard corridor. Oh yeah, it's still these shitter stages. If you have the kitty Liberty Cat, and if you do you like using her? I do. I enjoy it. He does not have rocker. Yeah, for reference, Chad, I do not have rocker cat because the game is mean and rude and ugly, and probably smells like your average redditor. Bathroom 2-star soon. Oh great. What's your favorite collab? I've only seen two, and that's Evangelion and Demon Slayer. I might like Evangelion more than Demon Slayer because I think Demon Slayer was a very, very like meh kind of thing. It was like, oh cool. It has a few Ubers, but like it's not that good. It wasn't that good. Evangelion at least had some really interesting shit. This game gives you really good Uber. Stop complaining. What do you think about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures? Chat, you're gonna hate me for this. I've actually never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. You guys are, yeah, I've never actually watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. The biggest thing about the Demon Slayer collab is the train background. I will agree with you. The biggest thing about that was the train background. I fucking love that background. I wish they would have more animated backgrounds like that. It made it a lot more interesting. The stages were way too easy, except for Akuza for some reason. Like, Akuza had, like, fucking Dark Modillo, Haniwa in one, and, like, fucking, Relics enemies. It was weird. Why? What collab do you want to see in the Battle Cats? I want Sonic the Hedgehog to come back. Like, that's a given. I want that to happen. I want a Bomberman collab, dude. Like, I know we have Bomber Cat, but come on, man. Can we have, like, Bomberman, the Bomberman series as a collab? Better yet, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Where's our Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, dude? Where's our Yu-Gi-Oh! Collab? I want to play fucking Yami Yugi and Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude. Like, fucking Battle Cats. Why not? Just like fucking Yugi and Cat or something, like Kaiba and shit. Where's our Yu-Gi-Oh! Collab, Ponos? That and Bomberman. We're missing those. We need those two. We need those two. I was gonna say Pokemon, but we have Elemental Pixies. That's good enough. Also good. We need Bomba collab. Yu-Gi-Oh! Collab is JP version only. Really? Come on. Bring that shit to EN immediately. What about One Piece collab? That could also be a good one. I feel like with most animes, you could put them in as a collab and they would be fine. One Piece collab is Lufalan. Waiting wood chips. What are you? Oh, you're just worthless stage. We need a Pokemon collab so we can find a cat that looks like Orbit. We already have Yami. Yami already does that job already. It's Elemental Pixies is literally just the closest you can get with Pokemon before Nintendo. Actually, wait. I'm sorry for saying. By the way, Nintendo, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Please don't sue me for saying Pokemon. By the way, what's next? They're gonna fucking patent saying the word Pokemon in public. Like, have you seen all the things that they've been trying to patent recently? Like, none of it makes sense at all. Oh, look, Crunchy Pillar. These pillars sure be crunchy. Battlecat should have a Pulsar collab. Dude, hear me out. All right, let's do it, guys. Pulsar collab. If I were an Uber, what would my trait targets be? I'm just sitting here watching you guys. Black, you would be a pixie. Red and floating. I think metal angels and blacks. Okay. A lot of you guys are saying one of my targets would be black enemies. Metal because you hate metals. God, strong ass fucking shy boys. I remember that. Yeah, Angel, alien, and floating. It's intergalactic type shit. Black is also intergalactic because the vast emptiness of space. That could also be a cool thing too. You target traits are everything because your fans are from different mix. Okay, black. I wonder why we said that. Zombie alien. Okay, so let's say. You know what? I could probably just make a fucking poll about this. You know what? Let's do that actually. Okay, wait. How many things can I even do? What traits? Oh shit, that's way I'm not even done with the stage. Fuck, hold on. Let me fucking I thought I was done with the stage. Shit. Let me Okay, let me actually get like let me actually finish this stage so I don't like I thought the stage was over. Shit, I forgot about the face's existence. Whoops. Whoops, chat. Whoops. Big fucking whoops. There we go. Okay, now we just do some few more things and we should be good. All right, chat. You might have to give me some time. I have to put all the target traits in the chat here. What traits would pull? I wonder how many. Oh, I probably instead of B put like target. Okay, so I'll try to remember all of them. Red, floating. Black. And then there's aliens. Oh, I can only do 4. Shit. Fuck. Okay. Ah, fuck. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't put all of them. So let's you know what? Okay, so we had black aliens, floatings, and angels that were like the really big ones. So let's actually okay, so let's just say the first trait target's black. What else am I targeting? So we will say just a bunch of other random ones. For example, we will say Aku, Relic, and then what else should I target? Zombie and Angel. All right, note that I do already have the black targeting traits. Which one of these other traits will I be targeting? Aku, Relic, Zombie, or Angel? Disapproving Giant. Ooh, very mixed so far, actually. Oh, yeah, that's right. Traitless. I forgot about Traitless. I could have done that, actually. You know what? We can leave that for like a talent or something. Okay, I'll end the poll after Disapproving Giant. All right, Disapproving Giant is gone. End the poll now. Let's see. Current time for me, it is 6:23 p.m. So it must be 7:23 for you, or actually 7:23 a.m. for you. So, all right. So angels. So I'm targeting black versus angels, or black and angel enemies. Okay. How long do I got? 1 hour 9 minutes, 2 hours 19 minutes, 2 hours 36 minutes, and 3 hours. I've got my full Enigma stages already. God damn it, I've done so much. You're not going to be there actually yet, so let's just go back and see. When does that actually happen, speaking of which? So I'm now target black and angel enemies. So what's today? When's this stuff? Are you kidding me? I missed Cosmos again? Bruh, I can't believe it, dude. Son of a bitch. Okay. You can finally target the horse you hate if I outrange it, of course. What am I gonna... So, Pulsar, your attack would be you attacking with Bowsy, just like Courier with Killer Cat. So what am I actually doing as an anti, so first off, after school love letters, we got to get some more love letters real quickly. But what am I actually targeting? Or like, I got Black and Angels, but what am I actually doing? Like, am I weakening? Am I freezing? Am I slowing? Do I just have strong against, massive damage? Do I have knockback against? Do we model the character of your little wizard dude? Yes. Little wizard dude in the planet and stuff like that in the thing. Kind of like how Yami looks, sort of. Pulsar in orbit, traits, alien and black abilities, multi-hit, savage blow with a 30% chance, critical hit 40%, and a barrier breaker 100%. I think you'd do this. Pulsar would either create a black hole that would crit like Cat Tornado, kind of, and he would summon a black hole to crash down enemies with 50% crit chance. That would be if I targeted metal enemies, I think. If I targeted like major only metal enemies, that'd probably be the case. Insane damage plus freeze. That would probably be very broken, I think. Slow, resist, insane damage. Weaken immunity to slow and waves. Ooh. Okay, level 10 explosion, insanely tough, insane damage, all immunities, and 1 speed. What the fuck? Also, that is all of the letters now, so we can go ahead and open up some letters. All right, give me more plus levels. I would like some more plus levels. Throwing a Bowsy to the enemies with super backblender massive damage like Tanjiro and Conjure with knockback and 100% chance freeze. Okay. There's an occult. There's 2 occultist cats. Let's go. Yay. %, dodge, which is all trait, 0 speed, 100 range. Remember Teacher Bear was challenging? Dude, I remember that. Pulsar, don't you get the joke of guys that insane damage to blacks and angels and making them freeze? I'm trying to remember that. It's like Bomber Cat and like Juliet the Myco, sort of. Okay, wait. So first up, I need to determine like what would I actually like. What would my role be? Would I be like a tanker? Would I be like a long range backliner? Am I like in the mid range kind of gist? Am I a rusher unit? Like maybe that would help out a lot more if we had that as our basis. So let me just make sure. What are my plus levels on my cats again? Speaking of which, holy shit! I have a plus 14 girlfriend, a plus 9 a masked lion, plus 15 chalkboard, plus 12 of you, and a plus 15 occultist. Pulsar should make a fan animation of it? Sure, you can. Okay. First form tanker, second form rusher. It would be rusher or tanker. I'm gonna go tanker. Holy sweat. Pulsar cat orbit. Talent traits, metals, and angels build 100% critical hit, insane damage, and omni strike, and with multi-hit. I think I was the streamer. You were telling. I think I have had a lot of people telling me like, "Oh, I have hip hop. You should true form can." I had a lot of people telling me that. So, do you play Minecraft by any chance? No, I play Minecraft, but I don't play it often. Often enough, at least. I already know the joke you're making with that, Goobert. So let's say for reference, I'm a tank. Let's say I'm a tank. Let's go with just being a tanker, kind of unit. So the first immediate thought would be like, oh, I probably should get insanely tough against, so or like resistant to some certain the black and angel attacks. Which then I'm like Urashimataro, so is this the guy that doesn't have Ramen Cat? I think the reason why... Let's make you first for OP like Luno. No. I want to be like actually like fine. Are you seriously making cat units of a real person? I guess. I don't know. I think somebody asked that question. They're like, what would I be as a unit? I think dodge chance. Ooh, dodge could be interesting. Urashimataro is OP. Do he have Ramen Cat? I do not. So wait, what if my first form, like what if I had the trait of like the Ultra Souls, where my first form was like a spammable, like mini version of like the thing, similar to Gamirion, kind of. Yeah, actually, you know what? Actually, that's very, very similar to Gamirion. But so the first form would be like like tough against or like resistant against angels and black enemies. And then what would the other thing do? Semi-fast tanker multi-hit, so can deal damage, knock back at the same enemy twice, and get space. If I probably would have like a different effect as well. One of the things I would think about is maybe getting weaken as a thing, like being an anti-black and anti-angel weakener. Unlike a streamer like Germa, thank God he has Fragment of Our Imagination. Your description would be Bowsy, actress. Okay. No, it wouldn't. It would not be that in any regard. I know somebody in the server is actually doing the idea of the Pulsar Cat, so. Oh my God, he's a Kaze Jizza, what a tankier one. I don't think I'd have like the biggest damage out there probably, but I would be like a tanker slash like crowd control, kind of like a support tank almost. Let's say at like level 30, I'd probably have about 25,000 health maybe. That makes it about 75 to 100,000 against like angels and blacks. Maybe, I'm not sure actually. That might be too strong. Maybe like even just like 15,000, so it'd be like 60,000 health. Please, bro, I want to draw. I haven't felt like this in ages. Please just send an old YouTube icon. I mean, just send the old YouTube icon, brother. Okay. I'd have to get off stream and do that because I have to go on my gallery, and that just means I have to get off Battle Cats. Wait, that's too low? But like, it's also like a spam of, I guess, 10 to 13.45k of HP stat. That's describing a super rare unit. What do you think the HP of like the mini form? That's it's like kind of like a ramen or like a gas mask with like the chance to weaken enemies. I kind of want to try to make myself more of like a tanker with weaken against like black and angels, like an anti that kind of trick. Pulsar, make orbit your profile picture again, please. I want to get somebody to like. I want to commission somebody in the future to do the art of that, but for now, I think I'm just gonna keep this for a bit being simpler. Maybe I can make like that kind of art, but like actually be simple and not hard to understand. A base HP resistant Uber will be more like 100k, but this is like also basic mini form. Like it kind of be like Ultra Souls, where they have like a first form that's like not super like costly. It's like a mini unit, whereas the second form was like a bigger unit with like more stats. How long have we been talking about the topic? Has been here. It sounds like you've been talking about this for a while. Other than 15k would be good. Yeah. So first form, like Pulsar, it should be something like Pulsar and Cat or something like that. And it'd be just like still doesn't have Rocker yet, so decided to do the job himself. Resistant against angelic and black attacks with a chance to weaken. Bro, didn't answer my question. I thought I did answer your question. Did I not? Am I dead here? I am dead here. What the fuck? Okay. Can we get Pulsar Base Destroyer? It's so rare to find on a unit. Maybe second form can get it. Pulsar, where are you in Cats the Cosmos 3? Mars. That's it. Pulls that pillow looks scrunchy. Yeah, first time you lost. Yeah. I lost that. This time I'm gonna actually like sit back and just do this. Just kind of. No, you should be a Pulsar in orbit. You get a count on your second form because you talked about being a collab unit. But like Pulsar and Cat's the first form, and then Pulsar and Orbit's the second form. Will you beat Cats the Cosmos 3 in Extreme? Hell no. I'll get somewhat decently far into it, but absolutely not beating it. I don't have the brain power to do that. Probably tomorrow because it's a 24-hour time in Cats of the Cosmos. I can get treasures in. I'm not doing it unless I get treasures. So many questions. Yeah, usually collab units get Cat on second form. I guess I don't know if like any other YouTuber has this happen to them yet. So. Oh, how good Fishman would be here. Swear to God, don't make me get out my cameraman on your bitch ass. I think we got it. Yeah, I think we got it now, Cat. Okay, I think we're good. I think this might be the last one of the star duels I'll do for now. Then I could just replace Catasaurus with like literally Swimmer or like anything else. Matche got one. I don't think Matche was an Uber, was it? Was it an Uber or was it just like a normal unit? Okay, if I'm not mistaken, Housewife does outrange the face, so doesn't matter. Tanjiro's still alive to do the job. Matche got a gotcha ball thing. It's a rare. Okay. Does it do anything? Or is it just useless? There we go. What? Wait, hold on. Hey, Pulsar, if you can make a new trait, what do you think it would do? I said like something about mutations earlier, where it's like a Gory with like 300 range, or like Cappy if it had way lower damage with area attack. Like just something that like, drastically, like a sub trait that drastically changes the stats of like one of the traits and stuff. But I think now, now that I think about it further, it would be nice to have like an orange colored trait. Because we don't have one of those yet, to my knowledge. We were talking about this on call. The last thing that we got for like that was like the only enemy that has like an orange naturally on their thing is Toucan. Okay, let me pause this and read this real quickly because Lagging just said something here. Z Pulsar, born as a star, forced to be streamer. Loved a good Baoji bun every so often, but hates ramen. Source his mother. Deals massive damage and resists angels and blacks. That's perfect. That's perfect. Now if it just weakened, now if it deals massive damage and resists, you could either do that or you could be like resists angels and blacks with guaranteed with a weaken in like second form. That also works too, honestly. It's time to make myself a useless collab unit. Z Pulsar, insane damage to metal enemies with a 0% chance to crit. That's it. I deal 6 damage to that's it, chat. I've cracked the code. I deal 6 damage to metals instead of doing like 3,000 like Catasaurus does. Yeah, oh yeah, it was a Discord call. I gave you the idea for trait rolls. Yes, you did. You did do that as well. Yes, I remember that. Okay, Sloth, fucking die, dude. How much would a weakening enemies buy? Probably probably the traditional 50% that other things do. 30 caffeine leadership. Cool. I'm out 981. Excellent. Pulsar, do a voice reveal for 5K sub special. What chapter are you on? I just finished the 3-star of Scratching Post, and I'll probably can stop there unless does the Partner not even have like difficult enemies to do? Let me just take a look and check. Oh, Labyrinth of Hades. Yeah, right. Labyrinth of Hades. I could actually do this 3-star. I could do this 3-star. I just need Octopus and Bomber Cat, and I think we can do that. Would it be funny if massive damage actually against metal dealt 4 damage? I think it's how it works, right? By the way, for your combo, it just has to be on the first row, not next to each other. It's cool. Pulsar, I love your stream. Can I have mod? Maybe I'll do something on Discord to have more mods. I think right now our mods are counter is pretty good so far. Also, we have 12 million XP. You know what? We'll do the Parthenon. We'll do 2 and 3-star Parthenon. We can do this. We're going to have to do a little bit more stuff than last time, but actually, I think all these stages are actually really, really easy. Let's do this. I return. Welcome back, Zen Spades. Welcome back. The only cat with a working multiplier against metal is his normal gal, which is strong against. Okay. Tanjiro being my natural ranged attacker, along with Housewife and Courier. If I wanted to sweat this super badly, I would be running Paris, but okay, whatever. My lessons are over, so now I'm free for the rest of the day. Well, good job, man. Good job. Sword of Achilles. Or Sword of Achilles. Hear me out, the Mega Cat that takes up 4 slots. I just realized also I've been having like food in front of me this entire time I got from the fresh, and I haven't eaten it ever since I started the stream. Fuck, now my fries are cold. Man, that's sad. Whatever, I enjoy talking to you guys more than I do fries. So, whatever. Pulsar, which cat would wipe out all life on Earth? Oh, I mean, technically, Bahamut could, definitely. Do not say Achilles ever again. I know it's Achilles. But, no, Pulsar, your shoelaces are untied. Really? Let me see. Oh, wait, I'm not wearing shoes. Oh, come on. 1,500 damage, Shy Boy. Really? I think the Lord Bahamut started an apocalypse. That's why I think he's going to destroy the world. Oh, hello, even more faces. Wow. It's not like I've seen you in Crunchy Pillar before. Fucking shitter, man. At least you didn't burn your sausage rolls because you were too locked into stream watching. Damn. That's sad. Donna Gaia. I think Gaia's the strongest cat lore-wise. I think this is the stage with Metal One Horn, isn't it? So I'm just gonna... Yep, here it is. So we're just gonna spam out a bunch of Catasauruses. We literally have research combo and almost max things. Why is my Catasaurus still taking this long to come out? Holy shit, first hit crit. Okay, well, we're done with the stage. Catasaurus, when is these crits when I actually need you to do a fucking crit, bro? Everyone like that subscribe button for Pulsar? Yeah, guys, if you're liking this stream right now, please make sure to smash that subscribe button. Also turn on notification bell. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Nobody likes that. So I'm just gonna ask you guys, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you doing? You're here. It's clear that you like my channel because you're here right now. Go ahead and subscribe. Catasaurus max crit talents a 12% chance to crit. Yeah, 12%. But it crits on one horn, it doesn't crit on fucking Sir Metal Seal. Wonderful. Pulsar, if your social security number is how rich you are, then how much money do you have? I'm broke. No, wait, actually, no. I'm rich. I'd say I'm rich. Well, technically, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Hold on. It's 10 every social security number is 10 numbers. No matter what, you're rich. What kind of question is that? No matter what number you have on your credit card, you're all gonna be rich. If you like the stream, hit that Detroit smash that subscribe button. You stole my scam method. What the hell, man? Labyrinth of Hades. Now this stage is what I'm gonna just need to bring in. Oh god, old lineup alert. Holy. What was our question yet? What's your social security number? As well, here. All right, here it is, chat. Here's the reveal. You guys should join the Discord server. A link is in the pinned top of the live chat. Boom, there's my social security number. Have fun. You thought I was going to leak my social security number. Ha. Mom, do not redeem. Do not redeem. Oh, fuck. What am I going to... Wait, I literally... Oh, I was going to say octopus. Shit, I completely forgot about that. Pulsar, if we turned into worms, would you still... Okay, this sounds like manipulative girlfriend levels of shit. Why did you redeem it? Why did you redeem it? The social security numbers of the friends we made along the way. Why did you redeem it? What the fuck? Nah, the way I immediately opened up Discord, holy shit. If your inquiry codes your power, what are you without it? Pursar, first a star, then a streamer, now a fur. Okay, lagging. I am not a furry for one. Okay. Finally killed Ramen and possibly erased a few universes by accident. Insane resistant damage and 100% weakening against angels and blacks. What the fuck? I'm not a furry. You know what? Lagging for that? I'm about to piss all of you guys off. This is lagging's fault, by the way. Enjoy the fucked up lineup. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say my erasers are like right next to each other, but I might think my stream is just a little bit far back. Hold on. Yeah, enjoy the fucked up lineup. Oh wait, my 4500s are still up there together. That cannot stand. There. Perfect. Perfect lineup as all things should be. Alright, Labyrinth. Fuck! I have to wait for one more energy, brother. This is what I get for making that shit-ass lineup. Are you Papa Lusar? Okay. Please, for the love of God, this hurts to look at. Please order them by price. Listen, I did this because Lagging called me a furry. And I'm not a furry. It's his revenge. Unless he likes this, then in that case, ew. Fucking what? Oh my God, this is bad. This is bad, man. This is so fucking awful, bro. My loadout, it hurts to look. Wee. Fuck. Wee. Holy shit. Bomber and you are just carrying. Wait, hold on. You're gonna wake the boss. You know what? Actually, that's fine. Okay, knock you back. Lure you close to the base. We can probably just run you down, actually. Oh yeah, we can totally run you down. Goodbye, Corey. Goodbye, Bun Bun. Oh my God, can you fucking Bun Bun die, please? And that's it. Good job. Supposed to say crack my fingers backwards? Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're trying to make me say. Hell no. 30 cat food and a leadership. Hey, we're ending out with more leaderships than I started with. And I think I'm going to end the stream here today, chat. I think I've answered most of the questions that I had wanted to answer. How long have we even been streaming of, speaking of which? Couldn't have been too terribly long now, right? 3 hours. This is not okay. This is not okay, chat. Okay, wait. Loki should tell GB Missile to make his lineup like that. Oh, by the way, before I end the stream, though, let me fix my lineup real quick. Also, missions. What kind of mission did I do? Oh, monthly. Oh, I beat Corey at a level 2 Stories of Legend. Okay. All right, let me fix my lineup real quickly. So you guys don't have to sit here looking at my shit-ass thing. So let me fix the lineup real quick based on cost. There you go, chat. Oh wait, here. There you go, chat. Now you guys are gonna be happy. There we go. So now the lineup is fixed, and I have 13 million experience. Bro, why? But like, why do I have this much experience to my name? You know what, Catamine, get your ass back here. Lucky Gambatoto. Oh my God, nice. Perfect. Perfect. Cool. All right, well, off you go. Upgrade something, please. Upgrade something I need. Please, Speed, upgrade this. Wait, hold on. Hold on, wait. I gotta do the fucking voice. Please, Speed, I need this. My cats are kind of upgradeless. I live with my dad. I'm just trying to get some XP. I have all of these cats I have yet to upgrade. What the fuck? I have so many of them. I have Cat God. I can finally upgrade myself doing... You know what? Fuck it. Cat God, you're getting upgraded. Fuck it. Level 30 Cat God. Level 30 Udurun Wolf. Level 30 Mina. Level 30 Musashi, maybe. fuck, not even close. There we go. All these beautiful little children. There you go. Worst one to choose, Cat God over Udo on priority. I was gonna do it anyway. All right, here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Why is Bahamut not level 40? I can't even upgrade to 40 until I beat SOL. Can't even do it anyway. All right, well, that's going to be it for today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, even if it wasn't the most entertaining. This definitely had the lowest viewer count of any of the streams I've done, but that's fine. I wasn't expecting that anyway. It's a fucking Q&A stream. What else am I doing? I will be in the Discord server after this. Oh my god, Puzzle, you came in at like the wrong fucking time. I was literally just going to end the stream. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it. If you haven't joined the Discord server, do it. What are you doing? I'll be in the Discord server after this, and I will catch you guys in the next stream. Tomorrow, we're going to do some Cats of the Cosmos because of the treasures and stuff.